inside. Oh, what was I gonna do? Oh yeah, chat. Papa. Up, plebs. Hang on these. Hello, Cyrus. Hi, Han. How's it going? Oh, I have to open my stream labels too. I forgot. I forgot what else I was getting. Oh yeah, my caffeine. Caffeine. Where is it? Gonna drink this tea. Perhaps a ninja milk, but maybe that'll be later. I didn't get. How are you? Hi, Doom. I love some tea. What's up, plebs? Ryan. I don't think so, but thank you so much. So nice. Have a sponsored stream today coming up, so I'll be excited to talk about it. Who did my hair? This girl named Mindy. She's really good. She's amazing. I still need to tag her on Instagram, by the way. Oops. Totally forgot, but I need to upload something and tag her in it because she deserves the recognition. My hair is a little scuffed though right now. I used some blue shampoo and it only caught onto something, so there's like gray, but I mean I don't mind the gray. The gray is okay too. Hi Andrew, how's it going? OTV Halloween anytime? Yeah? Yeah. The blue gray is sick? Thanks. Actual thoughts though. If I were to like, do you guys prefer the blue or the purple? The purple that I had. Ryuster, thank you so much for 10 months. Welcome back. Thank you. Didn't realize time had passed already. Dude, time has been passing by like insanely fast and slow at the same time. Anyone else feel that? Crazy. It's a viral shampoo. It's called Viral, and it has like different colors that you could dye it. Hi David. Hi Yuffie. I like the blue. But I think your person fits more with purple or pink. I think so too. But I just want to try stuff, so I do think the purple might have suited a bit more. What do you guys think? Blue? Purple? And I'm blonde? I had that before. I want to go back to that eventually. Crimson, thanks for the sub! Welcome! Thank you. Purple? I think the blue screen. How did you start on YouTube? YouTube, I just started by uploading kind of like highlights of streams that I really had fun in and enjoyed. And then after that, it was like I started like I don't know, I really like vlogs and stuff too. They're very fun. People seems like a tiny bit more purple, but some people are seeing blue too. Just Bond, thanks for the 100 bits. Thank you. Skincare routine. Thanks, Abby. My skincare routine is very simple. Actually, maybe not if I explain it. It sounds more complicated now I think about explaining it. But the thing I never change is the SK2 essence, which is very expensive but very worth. Okay, the essence is like the one thing that I will never change in my routine ever. It's so good. So if you guys ever like, yeah, but moisturizer, and all the other stuff I think is more tailored to like what kind of skin you have. But yeah, the SK2 essence is for any skin. Very good. Highly recommend.
Hey Yvonne,
Angela?
how are you doing?
Pet Somi. Somi is somewhere. I think she's in the closet right now. She's been kind of chilling in there. So I think she likes sleeping in there sometimes. Essence is like the brand name. No, that's the brand name is SK2, like this, SK2, and then it's their essence. Yeah, they only have one essence. They're kind of like a water essence. I enter. Yeah, she likes different places in the room. The essence isn't even like as expensive as like other things sometimes. Yeah, it's pretty insane. SK2 telecom. Oh, guys, I have to show you guys. I got my death sweater. Look, then a little alpaca, and then it just says "Deft" on the back. I'm excited to wear it. I haven't got it. It hasn't been cold enough to wear it yet, but like I will wear it. You know? Deft Pog. Yep. Deft or Deft Pepe heads. Oh, Somi sells the cone. Yeah, she does. She's she just got a spade. So yeah. Somi has been very sad the past 2 days. She's like, or not out of sad, but like she looks like sadder. And I was wondering, I was thinking like, does she know that like do you think she's sad because like she'll never be a mom? You know? Yeah, it was after surgery, but I think it's literally because of her cone. Because I remember the last time when her paws were like scratched up and she had to have the cone on, she was like kind of very similar. So I think it's like the cone that's restricting her, making her feel like she can't like be free. It's cone me, yeah. Giant Spoon, thank you so much for the sub. Welcome back for 3 months. Thank you, Giant Spoon 343. Thanks, Sandy, thanks. I haven't seen you doing good. Yeah, cone me. I actually like calling her cone me. It's pretty cute. What color is your hair, Yvonne? It's like a gray, blue gray right now. I saw this really pretty hair color that I want to try. It's like purple, pink. I mean, purple, blue, I think, or something like that. I really want to try. I haven't touched a piano since I got Somi still, so it's been like 2 months. I have my iPad charged now though, so maybe I'll play it again. I just haven't yet. Oops. Big oops. Arwen. Yeah, it's been like 2 months, kind of bad, but you know, it is what it is. Maybe we just don't question it. You guys probably noticed that I didn't really stream the past like 2 days, or I mean maybe past like couple of days, but that's because I was grinding solo queue, right? And it was so suffering because on my main account it's like it's doomed. I swear there's something about playing on my main, it's cursed. Like I literally cannot win a game. But so then I swapped to another account, my other account in D2, right, that no one knows about, and I instantly win so many games, and I'm like, what the fuck? There's no way that like it's like account specific, but it feels like it. And plus, no one recognizes me on the other account, so I feel a lot more like low-key or chill, I guess. Like in my main games, like there's someone that says like, oh hey Yvonne, like blah blah every game, and I'm kind of like, I don't know if it makes a difference, but basically whenever I swapped to my other account and I started winning instantly. Do you think people purposely throw on your main account? I don't think all games, but like I don't doubt that maybe like a couple of games it's like that, or maybe people play differently because they see that I'm on either their team or the enemy team. I've definitely gotten like mega camped like multiple times because like I can be sometimes you just feel like you know they're camping you because it's like because they're trying to kill you. But my other account right now is D2, and so I think I'm just gonna try to climb that account to Masters instead. I feel like a lot of people have been having a lot of trouble with Masters lately. Like I know a couple of my friends who should easily be able to easily get Masters, Challenger even, like they're having trouble getting Masters, which is really weird. I think also the game is super topside influence right now. It doesn't feel like if you get advantage bot that it matters as much. Yeah, so the state of solo queue, it's depressing, man. It's depressing. But when I play on my Smurf, it's like so nice, so much nicer, and so I'm just probably gonna climb that one. I'm feeling good. Are you gonna play League after the tournament? Yeah, I probably am. I'm very like, yes, I told you guys, right? Like, if I don't stream these past 2 weeks, it's because I am going like ham on like climbing for end of season. And it's also the hardest because there's so many like boosters and funnelers and stuff like that out there. Everyone's trying to boost accounts to whatever end of season rankings. Hi Alexis. Honestly, I try to learn from your gameplay. Oh, that's a good idea, David. Yep. Oh no, you know me. I could be an inter. Funnel comp needs to go away. Yeah, just ban Yi. But then you can't ban Camille or Samira or Lilia or like all these season 10 other champions or whatever. So, you know. Was the climbing successful in the end? Last year it was. And also, I had a lot of an easier time on my other account. Yeah. So I've been enjoying that a lot more. Okay, sounds good. It's nice saying hi to you too. Yeah, I as soon as I swapped accounts, I won. It's crazy. I won like 4 games yesterday. 4 out of 5 games. Big pog. I think that's the answer. Are you going to get real glasses? Probably not. I do have real fake glasses. I don't wear real glasses anymore though that are like that have prescription on them because I got LASIK. Probably soon, babe. It's not that hard. Not very good. The first day that I came back to like solo queuing all day, I was so sad. I was so depressed. I was just like, I'm so shit at this game, man. Like everything. It was horrible. I was just like, man. Real depressing games. And it worked out. Yep, it really do be suffering. But we do have the hey Evan. I don't reply to that. Or did I just? That's not what I meant to do. No real glasses. Sorry, I'm just very potato today. I love having done LASIK. The experience was intense but so worth it. Dude, I felt like the experience was like the easiest thing to do too. Like, it wasn't very bad. Like, I just went in, did a couple, like, did like a consultation, And then they just scheduled me in for the surgery, and I was like, oh, okay. And then I just got it done, and it's like it was painless, and that was it. It was like, I'm such a wuss. If I could do it, like anyone can. That's how I gauge things. If I could do it, like anyone can do it. Excuse me for being a pleb, but to be honest, I've never seen you play League. I've only watched OTV videos. What roles or champions do you play? So I play this role that's extremely irrelevant. It's called the attack damage carry role. And what you do is you just absorb, like, I guess spells or resources so that you just die. Yeah, but you try to live for as long as you possibly can. So you're kind of like a bait in a way. So that your whole team can try to kill the other team before so your team tries to kill their AD, their team tries to kill you, and it's just a battle of who could live the longest, you know? You just outlive if you can outlive them. Cause fucking useless ass roll! Okay, but yeah, I play AD, and I main like Caitlyn, Kaisa, Ezreal, Senna. Those are the champions I play the most, but yeah, I'm trying to pick up Jhin recently. So your primary role is ADC and your secondary role is, oh shit, there's a Zed, now I'm 0-10. Actually, no. What typically happens is my mid laner is 0-10, and then I get bum rushed by a 10 and 0 Zed or something that one-shots me. You know? I'm just chilling in my lane, but as soon as, like, you know, at some point, like, some fucking 7-1 Fizz just comes and, like, shits on me, I'm like, oh, okay, cool. I have to fucking suffer the consequences of what my mid did? How's Somi after surgery? She's kind of sad because she has the cone on. Yep. Yep. She got spayed. No more Somi babies. And she just coned me. I don't know if I'm gonna play League today. Oh, I'll play League off stream for sure. I don't know if I'm gonna play League on stream. Somi will always be my little... I don't know, maybe when she gets bigger, but even then, you know, she's always like a baby. True. Koiko, thank you so much for the $5. Hey Yvonne, hope you're doing well. You're awesome. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thanks. You're such a bad cat owner. Says who? Sorry?
Hey Yvonne, hope you're doing well. 3, you're awesome.
Said that? Who? Omega lol? I wanted to die. I legit want to like blue hair, but this is convincing me that the muted color could be the way to go. You could try both. Oh, and sometimes the dark blue could fade to a light blue. Yeah. How do you feel about Valorant Act 3? I barely played, but it looks like I kind of like the new map. It seems cool. I don't know if it's actually good or not, how other people who play the game feel about it, but as a like person who plays 2 to 3 Valorant games like a month, it seems okay. Yeah. Watching, you're not participating? Oh, no. Watching, yeah. I think we watch like a bunch of people play. Re-roll your hair. If only it were that easy. Dude, like Maple Story, they have so... Like, Maple Story, one of my favorite things was going through like the hair designs and colors. Have you played Seraphine? What are your thoughts? I haven't played her yet. But she literally just looks like Season 10 Sona. So, I don't know. E-Wipe, thank you so much for the 300 bits. Thank you. And Real Pete Gamer, thank you so much for the Prime sub. Thank you. I know, I'm doing good. How about you? It feels like Nico? Wait, really? Nico? Oh, okay. I have to set game to League of Legends. League of Legends. to hide it. Thanks, Papa. Oh. Do you play piano too? Barely. Barely. Like, I follow the freaking YouTube tutorial on my iPad. I tried my best there. Silly, thank you so much for the tier 3 sub for 16 months. Thank you, Silly. I always see you. Thank you so much. I appreciate the support. Hey, Yvonne, what's your favorite anime in 2020? Guys, what came out in 2020? Is there anything that came out in 2020? I only remember, like, I feel like the latest thing that I've seen was, like, Promised Neverland and, like, a Demon Slayer. And the Made in Abyss movie. So other than that, that was, like, the most recent thing. I'm sorry, I don't watch anime. Ah, same, dude. Same. Explosive. I also do not really watch anime. I am, on very rare, extreme occasion. Yep. No weebs here. This is a weeb-free chat. But I was supposed to watch that. Fuck, what was it called? It was called Bunny Girl Senpai or something? How do you feel about the new member of OTV, the robot dog? Great. As long as I get my Starbucks. Bunny Girl Senpai, yes. I was hoping to see some league content on your YouTube channel. I have like a ton of league content early on in my YouTube channel, and then I started streaming more Minecraft and like other games just randomly with friends. But I'll always play League and have like League stuff here and there for sure. Definitely not as much as before, because I think a lot of people stopped playing League, but I still really enjoy it. So I would still consider myself a League streamer, really. What do you think about Quarter Jade saying you're ugly on her stream? Well, Spinny, like, what do you also think about people who make up like shitty lies in other chats? Thoughts? Because you're kind of like doing something that's really useless, by the way. Like, yeah, Jody definitely called me ugly on her stream. Really believe all these things that people say. Like, it's just crazy, man. Crazy. Insane. Seraphine looks like season 10 Sona. Yeah, I don't know. Why would you lie? You can let me know, though. Alright, thoughts on Tone in chat? Yeah, thoughts, guys? Thoughts on that? Yeah, it's Lily's song. But I might hop on Discord if people see. Hell yeah! Hello.
Hello.
What's up?
Hello.
How's it going?
Good.
You guys ready to watch some Wild Rift games?
I'm ready. Dude, I heard the models in Wild Rift are actually like way higher quality.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because League of Legends is like built on like a really old engine, so they're kind of limited on like literally like
Oh.
like they had to change people's hairstyles because they're too complicated. In Wild Rift, it's like made with a new engine, so you can actually make the characters look super hot.
Oh. Victoria, thank you so much for 1 year. Welcome back. Thank you so much for 1 year. Thank you, thank you. Thank you so much.
Yvonne.
Yeah. Did I study?
Yep.
I kind of did. A little bit. A little bit.
Right up. You did your homework?
Did you study?
Wait, Albert, I hear like you're like background audio or something.
Yeah, I definitely hear it.
What do you hear?
I hear whatever you're watching.
Oh, okay. I think I know why. How about now? Wait, Scar rated the Twitch rival stream.
Yeah.
Rick Fox, Medios, Christy Costanza, Cesaro, Afromu. Who's Joe Mangalino? Zed. Amolit. Do you guys still hear like the echo or whatever?
Yeah.
How about now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Jason, thank you
How
so
about
much
now?
for 7 months. Welcome back. And Smelly, thank you for the sub.
Yeah.
And Kijama, thank you so much for 2 years.
Wait,
Oh,
just
yeah.
what do you
Okay, I know
hear?
I held up this, but
I hear
meant
the
to. Thank you so
background
much.
sound.
Thank you, thank
Like
you.
usual Twitch rivals?
Yeah.
Let me swap.
Like very clearly, or it's like it sounds like it's bleeding through my headset into the mic.
It's like bleeding.
No logos,
Yep.
no gimmicks, just those red and blue bags with the stuff you love in it. Man, you know the
I think I
brand.
solved this.
It's the three-sided crunch that had you trade your buddies for it if they packed a
William,
lunch.
thank you
No logo,
so
no
much
logo.
for the
Tongue,
50
shape of
gifted
crumbs
I'm gonna
subs.
go to Yvonne's stream for a second just to
Thank
see
you
if I'm
so
doing this right.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I don't know if I'm also doing this right, so you're like copying my homework when I don't know.
As Jake as mine, dude.
Yes!
Rick Fox.
Because that, I followed the instructions!
See, Apex will be playing in our
Jake as
jungle.
mine.
Yeah, it's gotta be like this, right? It's
Sephiroth,
gotta
Oh
be.
my goodness. Watch out for
No
him.
other
He's
way,
pretty
right?
deadly. Now, we've seen these 5 players play a little bit yesterday during rehearsal. Dash, where'd you feel the biggest strength for blue team was?
Ooh, I'm going straight to the bot
Is
lane.
there a
I
way
mean,
I
of
could
course
turn
you're
down the
looking at
volume
Afromu as
specifically
one of our
for
League of
this?
Legends pros. We'll see if his skills can translate to the mobile device, but I think his game knowledge will be there. The sleeper OP, though, that I'm
I
gonna call
didn't
out
make
is
this
Rick
light theme,
Fox.
guys.
This
I
is a
just want
guy
you
who has
guys to
put
know, okay?
hundreds of hours into the game of League of Legends. I know he knows it top to bottom strategically, and you mentioned those play tests that we got a glimpse of just yesterday. He was popping up. He actually dumpstered me in one of them. So
Can I do this? Oh. I don't think I want to do that.
But yeah, they asked you to co-stream it, right?
Yeah, I think we just opened it and watched it,
The
right?
roster,
They gave us instructions on how to like embed it into our stream, but I think it's like the exact same thing, but you can have it in dark mode if you just have the stream
told me I was
open.
going to be paired with 4
Yeah.
All-Stars, Cesaro, Apex, Zed, and Rick Fox, I would call you crazy. My team loves to be aggressive, so we're just going to go out there and take the whole thing.
Okay,
Oh.
aggression going to be the key to victory here from Afmu. You're the team captain. You're up against Medios on the other side. Any key words for Medios?
Well, I am versus him in bottom. He's playing Sona, but Jana's just
Garcia, thank you for 39 months. Welcome back.
Interested to
Thank
see how
you.
that supportal combat goes down.
No, this
Virus,
is
who else you got for us to
not.
talk to?
Well, I definitely got to get
Okay,
some words
well-
from Zed. We have been graced with his music within the Runeterra universe.
It's not my
Yeah, this is like
choice
an
to use
event.
it
We're
in
getting
light
to see
mode.
your play specifically
But William,
on
thank
Wild
you
Rift.
so much
Feeling about
for
getting
the
into
50
game
gift
itself.
subs. Anyone got a sub from William? Please, please, please thank
I'm
them.
very excited because Wild Rift is actually relatively easy to adapt.
Alexander,
and
thank you so
actually
much for
kind of
8
intuitive.
months. Welcome back. Thank you.
And I'm excited
Thank you
to
so
use
much.
Ignite.
Yeah, but I'm having a hard time like changing it. Do you guys know how to adjust volume or like change stuff on through the browser?
Interview last year where you said
No,
you
I
wouldn't
gave
wanna
up
play
on the
League unless
browser.
you
I
were
literally
good
just
at
opened
it.
Chrome.
Yes or no?
Yeah.
Do you think that you're going to dominate here in Wild Rift?
Well, I guess we're gonna have to see. I don't want to,
I think
show you all.
I
Our...
might have to do the same.
I didn't know how to work with the browser at all.
Same.
Is your Chrome not working?
No, I'll probably change it to that.
All right. So, in case you guys didn't read all the fine print, I did read it all. I can quickly summarize it for you.
Okay.
Oh, thank you. Yes.
Okay. So we're gonna be watching the Twitch Rivals stream where they're showing off League of Legends Wild Rift. We're gonna be watching for about 90 minutes. And during it, we will occasionally talk about some of the cool things they put into the game, which should have been on a document. And we are all individually required to get 10,000 pogs each.
Oh, I definitely read that.
10,000?
10,000 pogs each.
That's a lot of pogs.
Farming them.
Okay.
In the span of 90 minutes?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh my god, please just keep saying pog.
Average users, thank you so much for 10 months. Welcome back. Thank you so much, Average. Thank you.
He definitely stepped it up. You want to go talk to some players now? Let's talk to some players.
Okay, you know, trying to get there a little bit too fast, but now finally I can talk to my boy Medios. Medios.
I don't know why my thing keeps.
Event. Like they're there.
Sorry, I'm gonna fix my window capture. It's a little scuffed right now.
It's like not just an online thing.
Oh, okay, man. What's gonna be the key to victory here for your team? You are the team captain.
So many
We've
pogs.
just got a lot of good teamwork, you know, in our practice. We gel really well, and I think we're gonna come out swinging.
Okay, cool. Well, man, Dash, who else you want to talk to?
I want to talk
I don't have plug enabled on this channel.
she is coming out of her comfort
Wait, do you know where this event is taking place?
Oh god, I can't have this open. Oh, okay, it works. Oh.
So.
Ah!
Yeah.
How was your week?
I'm on. Thank you so much for the 1,000 bits. Imagine using dark mode. Why are you blaming me for using dark mode now? You guys were saying blah 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 about light mode.
Great. How was your week?
Fun. I like TFT. TFT fun.
Oh, maybe that's why you guys have been having a better time than me.
True.
The Discord bubbles.
Oh.
Discord. I don't know how the Discord bubbles work.
Not with this, right?
Oh,
like we would have to go into
call. Yeah, we'd have to join a channel.
Igor, thank you so much for 8 months. Welcome back. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Okay, which channel you want to join?
Go to Valorant Nerds.
Not just
Okay.
the pro players, but the celebrities as well. Very familiar with League of Legends, and I think there's probably a few skeptics out there who are looking at this game being
Hello.
like, I like my League of Legends.
Oh my god.
Hawaii, thank you so much for the sub. Thank you.
Hello?
Welcome. Hello?
How do you do the Discord bubbles?
I
don't know.
I'll ask you really quick.
Alright. I can do it, but there's something really lame about my OBS capture thing where it will select a Chrome window if I click on a Chrome window, so I'm trying not to mess with it too much. But I do know how to do it, which is troll because it sounds like I'm the only one who knows how to do it out of the 3 of us.
I mean, I can at someone and be like, can you guys make a Discord bubble thing for us?
I think you can Google stream Discord overlay or something, and you should be able to...
I think I got it.
Oh.
Wait, I already hit 1,000 pogs.
Already?
You have a counter?
Oh, I saw pogs going.
Have a counter?
If you haven't actually checked out the
Wow.
diaries that are on the official channel, I
Still
encourage
going.
doing so. I think it
We
was
almost...
Michael
I'm
Chow
pretty sure I almost
wanted to
have
make sure that they keep league
that
moments
amount as
that are
well.
Super hype, yeah, I gotta scream about this kind of moment
Poke.
with that accessibility that's been mentioned.
I mean, if anything, they've
Alright, guys. Maybe we also...
Exactly. Which is what we all want to see happen. Now, there's a little bit of a skill discrepancy among some of the players here, right? We have a few celebrity players who love this game. But we've got a few former professional players, right? And we wanted to make sure that the pros got some time to talk to the celebs. Aftermove.
Cillian, I had an idea for like a social experience.
Oh.
Oh, wait. Watch this.
Aftermove. Oh, how's it going, man? Good, man. Good to see you. Check it out, Wild Rift, man. No way, man. I had Ash.
Okay.
Yes, you got a few seconds for
I'm just gonna talk about the stream today and everything coming up. So,
I'm not the greatest mini-map watcher, but if I can just all of a sudden just go up here and take a good look, I'm a rock star right at that
sorry.
point, right? Okay.
I'll give you guys a brief overview of everything that's been happening. So, basically today we are gonna be watching the Wild Rift tournament with Verizon and Riot League of Legends. And basically you guys can learn a bit about 5G, which is something that came out. So it's huge for gamers, and Riot Games built League of Legends Wild Rift from the ground up in order to optimize for mobile gaming, and they're partnering with Verizon 5G, which provides an amazing experience. So this is actually the first ever mobile gaming tournament as well, which is also a first look at the Wild Rift for North American audience. Kiyo's like, why am I watching Yvonne's YouTube right now? Hi, YouTube. It's also combining the Verizon 5G ultra-wide band network with advanced capabilities of the iPhone 12 and the iPhone 12 Pro with support for 5G, which introduces the future of mobile gaming. So the speeds and low latency that the Verizon 5G ultra-wideband network enables can mean the difference between victory and defeat. And it enables the console quality gaming on mobile devices without the need for Wi-Fi, which opens a whole new experience for gaming tournaments. It also gives customers and businesses the ability to experience the unprecedented performance of the 5G ultra-wideband. It has faster speeds. You can stream 4K movies with virtually no buffering. You heard it, no buffering. Video chat in HD with near zero lag. You heard it, zero lag. And downloads that used to take minutes now take seconds. You heard it, seconds. And augmented reality that responds in near real time. Download video assets, training materials, and large presentations in seconds as well. Oh shit. Video assets. I down for that. I down for that. I do have a longer time downloading that normally. Okay, sorry, I'm off track. Increased capacity, the power to connect more people at the same time in the same place, like crowded stadiums or airports. When you're at the airport and you're waiting for your flight. And also responsive gaming. Console quality multiplayer gaming customers can play on the go. Take advantage of a seamless connection with web-based conferencing. So, hope you guys are ready to check out how amazing this game is. League of Legends Wild Rift.
The teams are going to shuffle up. You're going to decide which lane to swap every game. Every game, we will swap one of the lanes. So
okay.
The mid laner from red team will go over to blue team and vice versa.
Now we watch.
Go vote now of which lane you
Bog.
in game number 2.
I think I can full screen this.
Ooh,
will it work? Oh, it works!
And make sure you're following at Verizon for a chance to win an iPhone 12 Pro. Guys, for real. 5G.
For real. You guys have a chance to win an iPhone 12? No way! No way!
And I'm part of the team building Verizon's 5G network.
Do you have enough pogs yet? I think so. Good morning!
Wow!
Okay. Wow!
And this is the 5G America's been waiting for.
Do you guys know if we have any talking points?
Oh, I did mine.
I couldn't hear you.
Just now. I that was when I deafened. It was really lit.
Wait, what are you guys talking about?
Copy and paste me the talking points.
Yeah, I can, Celine. Yes, I can.
Dude, I didn't get it, I swear.
Celine?
Change the way businesses do everything. I'm proud because we didn't build it the easy
Celine?
way.
Yeah?
We built it right.
You know, with 5G, you can stream 4K movies with virtually no buffering.
Wow!
Okay, I sent it to you.
Truly an unprecedented event on an
Yes, that's right. 5G enables console quality gaming on mobile devices without the need for Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi? My stream just heard it twice. Albert, thank you. I gave them a really sick read.
Oh my god, this is huge!
It actually looks really nice. I
Wait,
am.
what's the
entire thing?
Huh?
Who is this girl on the stream right now?
Oh, Tigress?
You tell me.
She's really good. She's a really good, like, caster.
Aww. Okay, I'll be right back too.
I wonder if they'll miss one at the end of the night.
I don't think they will at all. They are looking at those things like hawks right now. Okay, so let's talk about who is going to be playing what champion here in game number 1 on the blue team.
Wait, Zed is playing Zed. Yes. Didn't see that one coming.
Rick Fox playing Ash Aframu, going to be playing the Janna he told us about earlier.
I want to jump in here just to say I love how community is because it should be mentioned that the viewers and fans at home actually selected each of these.
Oh, the viewers made Zed play Zed.
Ah, it makes sense. It makes sense.
Play a continued role throughout the tournament. So with
They all they're kind of playing champions that look like them. Especially
Yeah,
Afro.
especially Afro. Yeah, yeah.
For sure, and they will be keeping the same champion. Tigers, even if they do end up
He asked Zed or Yasuo?
Interesting. They made Medios support.
Oh, he's also playing a champion that looks like him.
Yeah.
Chrissy will be playing Master Yi in the jungle. Ziggs from Nate Hill in the mid lane. Jinx from Emily, and Medios will be playing.
Kind of quiet. Is the stream quiet?
We've talked a lot about the bot lane. Talk to me about this top lane matchup, Tigers. We've got Garen going into Tryndamere.
Turn it up.
So this should be very interesting, especially when you're just considering what those champions are going to offer to the teams as a whole come later on. Garen, for instance, being able to serve as that tank and in lane can apply a lot of pressure with his abilities, but Tryndamere in the same sense, and when talking to Cesaro, feeling very confident in
There's a
what
whole
he can
tournament.
actually achieve, whether it be split pushing. You heard him talking
I
to
heard
his
the
coach
game was
beforehand
very well
about
made,
how
actually.
he's able to best
Alright, thank you so much for 10 months. Welcome back. Thank you.
Talking to Cesaro as well just before. Yes, confidence
Like,
is ability on the champion.
being able to play League on mobile is a little dangerous. That sounds like something I would do all the time if I wasn't at home all the time. You know, like if I was out somewhere, like, yes, a little dangerous. My life would be completely gone.
Wait,
It's like,
do you guys know when this game releases?
Information together yourselves, but for me, Tigers, I'm genuinely most excited as a support main to watch Aphromoo versus Medios.
mobile gaming at Starbucks.
Especially because of the
It's like,
aggression that we see.
it's like not only would I, because before I was only restricted to playing League when I'm at home on a PC, but now I would be like I could play anywhere. That's like,
Celine, can you talk a little bit?
uh-oh. Oh.
Ah, thank you, Celine. Yvonne, can you talk really quick?
Hello. Yeah, I'm talking. Huh?
Do you think the bubbles?
Oh. Let me see. Where did you put it?
I'll DM it to you. Tokes
Okay.
gave it to me.
Oh.
Level 5, you get your ultimate. Doesn't seem like a ton, but one level earlier, everyone's hitting those power spikes, and everybody is looking to fight that much sooner.
We'll get to see those changes here live as we get into match number 1. You can see all the players holding the devices close in the mobile game.
Oh my god.
Who's gaming setup?
As we get into this first game, there are things
This
that are
he already has it, you know? This is it.
But in the viewing experience as well, what are some key things for our viewers to be looking out for?
Yeah, so as this is our first time bringing to the North America audience a view of Wild Rift, and we will be tuning into the actual player perspectives. You can see the champion screen right now.
I like how this is 5G Aphromoo. Oh my god! That looks so cool.
We're seeing some of those differences in the models.
I was going to say, Champ Select looks about
Wait,
the same, but look
Janet
at
looks
these
so majestic there.
I love seeing
What?
all this on display right there on those beautiful screens from the
I'm
iPhone
sold.
12 Pros.
They needed someone to play Ari.
Screens.
They needed someone to play Ari. Oh god, they missed out on such a huge opportunity.
Oh my god.
What jumps out to me, Tigers, is Master Yi with Ghost. I think one important thing to call out
Give them a desk. That's the thing, Rap. They don't need a desk.
So Ghost is on a
Crazy.
90-second cooldown. You can use that constantly for aggression.
So while some of the kits of these champions are near
Wait, it looks so well made. This is literally the PC game.
Hello.
Hello?
Oh, is this it? You got the bubbles?
Yeah.
Key difference between traditional Summer's Rift on the PC as opposed to Wild Rift is
What?
when you're on the blue side, it looks like the traditional Rift you're used to, but if you are playing red side,
Okay, I want to see how they do last hitting.
a flipped map and a viewing experience in itself that's quality different.
Oh, I see. It like highlights the lowest HP minion. So there's like an assist.
Yeah. It looks like they get more gold too. They like
they give you scripts.
they farm less minions.
Oh, yeah.
I think so. I think you get more gold for like the regular minions.
Yeah, 4 minions per wave.
Yeah.
Early push as Cesaro already level 2. I love to see the warding. Even in Mobile Legends here, we are going to get that warding out nice and quick.
I see. So if you're a melee champion, it like it has a smart targeting.
Putting in some work too, reminding these players of that Dardoch and Boy Boy not wanting anyone to lose out to a surprise gank that could have been prevented. But here in the mid lane, this is where I want to keep my eyes on because while Nate Hill
Wait, did he just pick up a fruit?
Oh, what?
There's a fruit
right there.
I heard it.
Potential and the damage output.
Oh my god, it shows you like indicators of like kind of where they are.
just be on this bot lane where there's already some poking going down.
I like to call it on Nate Hill though. He's laying a lot of poke down there in the range versus melee matchup.
Oh wait, minimap is on the top left.
But another thing I
Yeah.
want to focus in on early here, while we still have some time before all the big team fights break out, is the UI. You might be noticing
Is that the items that he has and his gold?
I think it's the items he's gonna buy.
At the moment going to target if you spam that attack
Is that?
button
Oh, it's not
on the
current
right-hand
items.
side. But there's another important addendum here. You see a minion icon.
Oh, is that
and
like
a
what he
turret
can
icon.
buy or
This is
something?
fantastic because it allows you, especially when you're under turret,
There's
to
no.
be precise with who you
Will be
want to be
number one
targeting
Wild
at
Rift
moments, so you
player
don't sprint
NA.
for an aggro at the wrong moment.
Guys, I would. Oh my god, this is so intense.
Circle over on the left side, used for movement, and then those attacks over on the right. So increasing that accessibility and that ease for mobile.
Wait,
so
what
you're
is
not
the minion
fumbling your
icon in
fingers
the?
exactly.
Is that like targeting?
Yeah, Rick Fox making his way back
Where?
onto the map after a
Oh,
quick
a dive.
Next to the attack icon.
Wait, did he just ult at level 5?
Minion icon or a turret icon?
Oh, you get your ult at level 5.
Oh. First blood.
The masterful gank to come on through. Does not care that the ultimate is up. Waits it out. Completes the kill.
Do the
Props
characters
for
have the
that
same
coordination
names?
Here early on Wild Rift.
Yeah. I think I saw Janna. You should see like the splash art for this. Oh my god. Or like the champ select part. It was so like Janna looks so majestic. She looks so good. Like the pose was different than the
Good.
splash
Okay,
art.
lead with ult.
Oh my god, he just. I don't know.
Yeah.
Open with okay, finding safety.
Hi Randy. The champ select does look really good.
And got to enjoy some of his performances from that. So super cool seeing him dive into this.
I thought you were going to say you recently rewatched Magic Mike. So, you know.
Hey, that too. Epic performances and all.
Where do you see like the items?
I want to see the Ash arrow that they're talking about. They keep talking about how like the Ash arrow moves.
Very healthy. Got a good push. Not too. You know what? I'm surprised. There's a little less action. I think both teams a little timid here today. They definitely don't want to throw it away too early.
Perhaps when they're.
You know, this makes me want to do another stream with the controller.
Yeah.
No, there's a statue on the line. Let's be real here.
Yeah, for somebody's gonna be able to.
Interesting. Do you guys see the new turret damage?
Blame them for taking it
They made turrets more forgiving. The turret will never like one-shot the minion now.
Can be very impactful.
So you'll always have a chance to execute the minion.
As you can see, pretty expected, similar to League of Legends, but the poke continues, but only a single death from that earlier gank that we saw so far.
Yeah, very cautious.
Seems like the game is definitely accelerated.
Yeah, you get like gold faster. I want to see the top work. I think it's really funny how like they have like such majestic chairs and they just like small
I know
phones.
the
Yeah, it's true.
The little phones.
Yeah.
The fancy chairs.
Pre-order an item.
Really enjoy that.
Get it with 2-day delivery.
Basically say, all right, my right hand, that's my damaging hand. My shield
Oh.
hand, that's my do everything hand. And I gotta do everything right here in the top lane as Trinimir pushes forward, gets the kill onto Joe. So that will be a death to the opposite side. Some return fire.
Yeah, Cesaro gets one back. He was not satisfied with the 2v1 death that he put up earlier. So evening it up in kills 1-1. He's going to get a nice 1900 gold buy as he jumps back to base. Can't wait to see what he picks up. Again, items. That's another thing we haven't gotten too deep into, but there are both some similarities and differences.
This is gonna be the first person to hit 1,000 hours. Wait, 1,000 hours or 1,000 pogs? Oh wait, what?
Oh
League?
my god.
Oh.
Great use of the crescendo to get the initial damage and
Damn. Those chairs probably cost the same amount as the phone. Dude, those chairs look so nice.
Oh, please zoom in on the
Oh my
chat.
god.
Wait, how do skill shots work?
Yeah, it's heating up
Do you like
I'm
tap
pretty
the
sure
skill
you
shot and tap it again?
tap and then you drag in the direction you want to aim it.
Yeah.
15 to 20 minutes. So we're
Pretty sure that's how it works.
Already. Taking a peek into the
Oh
jungle
my god, the
here. I
jungle's
love
so
Oh
seeing
my
this as
god.
vision
Just
comes out.
warding and
Great to
everything.
see it, Cesaro. You may notice if you're a long-time League of Legends player, the jungle's a little bit smaller. Moving
Wow.
around the map is going to be a little bit quicker, and so again, I think it highlights the importance of strategic play and teaming up with your fellow team members.
And you'll still find all your favorite monsters just in that condensed fashion, like you mentioned, and some slight differences to the buffs and things that
Man,
we'll
you can
get
literally
into as
play
they
like a
come
full
up on
league
the map
game on
throughout
here.
the game. We're just a bit past that 6 6-minute mark, going back over to the mid lane. There's a jump down. Nail trying to get the action, but Apex finds himself in trouble. Will he get out of this? Luckily, had some support on the other side and using the movement speed to calm the
Ooh.
slowing down Janna after, and the kill goes over to Nail, feeling pretty good on the Zig.
Finally, defeat Jen in public. Actually, true though. No
Wait,
shade.
there's a voice chat. There's like a mute mic button.
Oh, wait, what?
So focused on objectives while still managing to lean
I didn't
into that
notice.
progression, going into the enemy jungle and warding, making sure that
Oh, I see it. It's by the mini map, right?
Oh, yeah, you're right. Wow.
Oh. Like it's right by the mini map.
What is
like 2 mics.
The mute, yeah.
Screen there picked up boots, and boots within Wild Rift are
Wait, the dragon is on the top side.
It's like a mini predator
What?
for those of you who are familiar with some of the keystones.
Oh, what the heck?
But those boots will also be upgradable into.
Oh no. It's just mirrored if you are. Okay. It's mirrored if you are like.
They will upgrade into something else.
You know what I mean? If you're on the top right part of the map, they just mirror it.
Incorporated into the game.
You have your base
Okay, that makes a lot of sense.
themselves that will offer a sprint upon activation.
Wait, the
and then
mirror.
when you upgrade them
The
to
game
next
is
one,
mirror
you'll
for
see those
everyone.
Yeah, your base is always down left, and your opponents are always
so
top right.
weird.
Upgrade into a lot of the
I think that's how it should be
Oh.
done. I definitely don't like playing on the top right side of the map.
Yeah, level 9, so tier 2
Oh.
ultimates are in.
Yeah.
Some pressure here. Cesaro
Oh!
I mean, I guess
Oh
you
my
could kill there.
god.
You can walk that.
Still managing to continue that pressure, and luckily with his abilities, Cesaro can get
It's all
the field to
good.
keep
He wanted
himself
to press
pressured in
the
that lane.
recall.
You can see the drop down.
What is your aggro range?
Dude, the recall button is like on such a weird spot. Like, why did they put it there?
It's because it's like the least important one, so you can go out of your way to press it.
Serving as an inhib, being able to spawn those super minions later, but that lane can go down pretty quick.
Yeah, when we see some of those start to go down.
They do have all
I wanna know what their
the
ping
skills
is.
pumped up in the corner. Garen could have ignited and got that. Did he have ignite up? I didn't see.
Their ping must be insane because they're on 5G network, right, Albert?
Yes. Ultra wideband 5G. Near zero latency. It's like you're playing everything in real time.
What year? Welcome back. Thank you. No, hope all's well with you too. Thank you. Welcome back. 1 year.
Core champion. It's a lot of auto attacking for Jinx. I think it's impressive to see the skill shot accuracy that's been coming out of Emily so far on Jinx, both the W, the ultimate, and even those chompers. As we take a look at the mid lane again, Nate Hill.
Ziggs is kind of fun to play on this mobile.
And with someone like Ziggs, pressure onto a turret can happen pretty quickly once you start clearing this wave. Enemy
Oh my
jungler
god,
is in
melee
sight.
minions are worth
Nate Hill very
65
aware
gold?
of this. He can
Yeah,
see
so
on the
there's
right
less
and
minions.
talking to his team a bit as well.
That's both the FaZe boys. I wonder if there's even more at stake between the two of them, coming from the same org but being on different teams.
We're here to
It's like content creators and pros mixed together.
You know, Aframu and Rick Fox both being longtime staples
I'm
of the
taking
league
a
scene
big
have
poop
something
regretting
to
that Taco Bell.
working together in this bot lane. Meteos is attempting to come to slow it down,
Ooh.
uses the crescendo.
He did it.
A lot
Oh my
of
god.
damage onto Ash, has to pop the shield to
Oh,
get
it tells you that
over.
Baron's
Luckily,
far.
no death
Oh, the
on
Oh my god.
finds its end.
Yo, this just fruit chilling in the lane.
Yeah, the fruit is like
ready to throw out onto the rift, and he
by the
that
tower
sonic
now.
crescendo with his ultimate. So
this
that's
one.
that skill expression we're talking
Oh,
about.
turrets are really close together. Do you see that? Like the turrets have like a Venn diagram where you could actually be getting hit by two turrets.
Can have fun. Your buddies that are can show just how good they can rock it on the rift, even
three-piece
when
fruit
it's wild.
is so.
We're starting to get to that point in the game
It's
though.
so
We're at the
cute.
10-minute mark. Most games averaging 15 to 20. Seeing those lanes start to get collapsed upon and things like vision.
Support is so easy, dude. True.
You're starting to see some of the power of grouping
Or
up
OP
as
roll,
well,
no?
though. As we've pressed that 10-minute mark you mentioned, we're seeing a lot more grouping between the teams. The Ash arrow comes
Your
out.
jungle doesn't have smite? Wait, really?
Like it as Ziggs is raining in bombs from the top side there. FaZe Apex taking tons of damage. The exhaust come down on Zed. It looks like retreat mode in total here.
Really nice that they made this
Where do you
like.
see their items?
Like
I want to see what the shop looks like and stuff. Like, I
Oh.
want to see what it looks like to buy.
True.
Get a pickup. Aframu doing his best to have his place known in this fight. The Howling Gaze delayed in its
Oh, I just realized this, but I guess it makes sense. You're forced to have locked camera.
which is enough at this time.
Yeah.
Now, Rampage.
I don't think you could Wait, can you tap to see other things in the map? No, no, you're not. I think he just
Yeah,
looked.
when we're like scouting. But you,
Oh.
you show your character when you do that.
Get control of those global objectives. You see
I guess if
Dragon
you're not
here, a
like
lot of
holding
those,
onto the
common
mini-map,
global
it's just
objectives
like
that
auto
you'll know
defaults to
or
your
think of
character.
fondly
But
still
Yeah.
exist here
you can like
on
look
Wild
around
Rift
on the
as
map.
Cesaro, again, objective focus starts it
Yeah,
up.
you can tap the map and
Dragons
then
themselves
probably go back.
What is that
similar
button
to
above the
prior
flash
to
icon? Is that a
Soul being
boot? Like,
implemented. You still get
oh,
that
it's his
elemental grade
item.
Wait,
build
stolen.
Inferno and everything else, and then
Yeah.
your Elder is a bit more traditional. We do have a fight over at the Dragon though. Nate Hill finds
He's
himself in trouble.
Zanya's.
The ultimate has been popped by Tryndamere, but gets popped again by Jinx, who gets the double kill.
Ooh.
Emily is trying to shut them all down, and she is putting in the work doing it. Nate Hill doing his best to follow his support and get
nice
that protection
6W.
here. Can he finish off? Bomb force hitting back.
Oh.
And here's Rick Fox finding himself between a rock and a hard place. 4 hard places at that as they complete the kill. The enemy ADC.
I want to see their build.
Yeah, the console's there, but the red team is on
Like the
fire
shield
at this
is
point.
like on console?
Really
Top left
stepping
isn't
it
the
up here
items
on the
they
Jinx.
have.
Gonna chase down one more kill here.
Well, we know she has a
Onto phase Apex, I
QSS.
think with that
The
sort of
attack
speed,
moves from
easy
the
lock.
clock, so
And
true.
it overkills
Because
Zig's
she's got
ultimate
the
for good
option to
measure, so
press
why not?
QSS.
That Sona
Dude, that's so weird that,
speed
like, every
as well, as
button
you can
is,
see
like-
her constantly getting these kills and linking them together, getting excited, getting right on to the next one. So we're going into this talking about the Aframu Rick Fox bot lane, but clearly a lot of prowess here on the opposite end as well.
Yeah, 5-1-2 now stands that Jinx. Gonna have a fantastic
Oh, it's a
3K
cool-
gold buy when she does
They,
decide
they,
to
they have a
attack.
good
That's an
shot
item
of
and a
her
half from
playing
us.
League
Also
on the
loving
phone.
these over-the-shoulder shots.
Huh?
Or Wild Rift on the phone.
See the players
They
with
went
their
like,
hands
there's
on
like
this
cameras like
the
behind
ease at
them,
which they
and it's
can
like showing them
control
like
these
playing.
champions and execute.
So here's where things get tricky. You see the split.
Oh wait, that's so sick. Do you see that? It tells you like there's a champion like just outside of your map range.
Happening here in the middle. That continued objective focus.
Oh,
So it was
like-
arrow pointing to like Ash outside of the map.
Oh.
Here on the Wild Rift as Medios looks to start at the Baron, thinks better of it as they're realizing maybe a base defense rather is what they need. The 2v1 in the bot lane, but Nate Hill comes up with the kill, keeping the base
Oh,
turrets
Ziggs
alive.
looks fun here.
Hey, he is putting in work to keep
Man, you
them
get
shoving
items
when they're
so
trying
much
to be
faster.
aggressive, and
That
right
kind of
Yeah.
seems nice, actually.
Yeah,
The
the
yellow-
game is literally on like, it's just sped up.
Coming full on through.
You guys see that?
Also, we're talking about the itemization a bit. You
There's
can
like a
see
yellow
items
bar.
are similar to what you expect
Oh, is that
to see,
passive
but
indicator?
with some differences.
A yellow bar? For who?
I don't see
I wasn't
Uh,
looking.
someone splashed on Baron.
What is that item next to Fiendish Codex?
It's probably a mobile only item.
Leading the charge on the global objectives. Let's see if they can get it though without the contest.
Yeah, I don't know what that icon above his flash is either.
Anybody else going to follow up on this? There you go.
berries.
They get the Baron buff, and here we are in the late game, where that can be a game.
5G Pog! True. I would say like,
Hey, there's no shopkeeper.
dang, 5G.
Wait, there's no shopkeeper?
Yeah, I didn't see him.
Shopkeeper.
I wonder if they just.
Here looking for those kills,
Huh.
those exterminations, if you will, playing
How
the assassin.
come? Did you guys see the shop
In terms
yet?
of having this buff, if you're looking at the map state itself, 3 turrets.
Oh,
remain,
Nexus
and
turrets.
These turrets themselves do operate as
Active
inhibitors
items?
as
There are no
well.
Nexus
So,
turrets?
trying to push through
No, there's no
There's
inhib or Nexus
no
turrets.
way
I'm
they
guessing
would-
to make the game go faster.
Auto buy like items
Yeah.
for you.
I learned this in
What?
mobile school. For mobile games, you want your average game session to be 8 minutes.
Makes
Mm,
sense. You
yeah.
want it to be like not beyond a person's commute or
Yeah.
wait time.
Yep.
Although I think League of Legends can't be condensed down to 8 minutes, so they probably go for like 20 minutes.
Look at the mid lane.
Oh, straight into some more
Oh.
action. Wow, the red team
Seems
taking advantage
like
on the
it.
bot side. The blue team is pushing in.
Wait,
on
they could
their
just, like,
lane.
end the game right now.
Baron buff. These Nexus turrets are not long
Oh, no, they
in
can't.
the world.
Dude,
You
it's so
mentioned there
confusing
now
that
acts
it's
as an
mirrored
inhib as
to
well.
me.
Super minions are
You
about
can
to
just
come
buy
through
item
right
as spawn.
through the mid lane.
20 minutes is still a decently big chunk of time, but I don't think this doesn't even feel like 20 minutes. Has it been 20 minutes since the game started?
Please zoom in on the Jenna.
Instead, he just finds his death.
Yeah. Rick Fox gonna A-move him down, taking a look at. I talked to him just yesterday.
20 minutes
and,
is a
he was
long time. It's
talking
been
about how
16?
much he
Okay.
appreciates
It's been
that in this
16
game.
minutes so
Again,
far, I
Wait, that
guess.
was sick.
a
So.
little bit
Rick
more
Fox
attention
can orb walk.
towards knowing where to be and when, and how to play the situation necessarily, as opposed to being the most mechanically skilled and actually being able to do the full orb walking motion.
Wait, the Nexus is a turret.
Oh, it is!
The Nexus is just
Yeah!
Oh my
Fireball.
god. They're like running into.
Yeah.
He steps in range and suffers the consequences.
Oh,
We're seeing that.
That's
That
so
might catch some
funny.
people off guard if
Legendary.
it's their first time on Wild Rift. Aphromoo trying to get the turret down. 44 HP. You can see the smile across his face. He knows he was close.
Mobile Rift Nexus greater than PC Nexus. Actually, though, the Nexus is.
Objectives are still the way for
Finish this
winning.
go.
Down
Are you still backdoor?
up in every way that they can imagine.
Without fail.
I haven't watched Supernatural before.
Cesaro is there to take it down. Now a Cloud Drake to their name.
No more
Okay, I wanna see if the
expected.
turrets
I'm
regen.
wondering, like, will it be still be like that?
They got that top turret to like 5 HP. I want to see if it's still 5 HP when they come back.
every time we watch the other side's perspective, I
It
get
gets a
so
little confusing, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure playing it is fine, but spectating it is so confusing.
I wonder if they will have like a spectator client.
They should.
Mostly to
If
just
they
stick to what
want
they're doing
have,
right now to try and take out the enemies. Apex.
Oh, they're eating the Nexus.
Oh, so you
Yeah.
oh.
Yeah.
Basically, to just take
Oh!
the Nexus.
Oh my god.
What are you doing, man? Come on, oh my god, that was so impressive. It's still. he just saved the game for his team. That Nexus was at like 4.
Yes, you did.
They're pushing the other way. Oh my god, this guy just had like happy feet. He like danced with his feet.
You can't. It's like it's harder to backdoor because there's just the
The
freaking
Nexus
Nexus.
is shooting at you.
Yeah.
Mostly between their
Yeah, if you have no wave.
Yeah, Nahal is smurfing, man.
Oh my god, this game's so close actually.
Not having a tank to push between that damage, but they still have the
It
chance
is
to try and
spicy
clear some of
first
these
game.
waves and go without too many losses. That's
Oh,
Orbital.
oh my god.
Oh, he's doing it.
Someone tries to move away, mitigate the damage.
Damn.
Oh, wait, you know what? Now that I think about it, orb walking is probably a lot easier in this game because you just like
Yeah.
run in a direction and
You
tap the attack
drag.
button.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
drag and like press a
He
button.
called it. He said, "Look out for those Sona mechanics," and that's about as many mechanics as you're going to see on Sona with the flash and heal away. But he comes up with the kill. The Ash Arrow out.
Oh.
The blue team.
Oh
does
dude, this
not
game has
wanna
really
die.
turned around.
Turned Amir directly into the back line with the exploration and
The map is so
Oh, trying to play Aurelia on this? Oh my god, you're right. Do they have all the champions? How do you play Aurelia or like
If they end it here, hit the Nexus.
other
Hit the
champs?
Nexus.
They shouldn't.
Hit the Nexus.
Okay, they don't have all the champs
no.
then.
They didn't hit the Nexus.
No. Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no no
This game
no.
is so even actually.
A lot of them are in there though.
The blue team a little worried about closing it out.
But then Meteos is just here. Yeah, exactly. Hitting that heel, saying, it's okay, I got you. You sound on the
Oh, they're just camping the Nexus.
myself alive to keep you alive. But eventually, you're
Watching
gonna have to
people's
find
like
the chance to back off.
natural posture with the phones.
Oh
is
my
so
god.
funny.
My posture would be so bad.
I know. I literally have like knees to my chest. I think
Yeah.
I put like yeah, knees to my
I'd be
chest.
slouching for sure.
In the pocket. We'll see if he can manage to build a split push of his own in the coming minutes.
That's always kind of that.
Not all champs are available
Oh my
yet,
god,
yeah.
somebody in my
Well,
chat
I'm on
just said
defense
toilet
duty,
posture.
trying
No,
to
I can't like.
Hey, that's so true.
They're still pushing through this mid lane. They opened this up wide long ago, but they weren't able to compete through a fight. Here's an attempted start. The spinning Cesaro.
You probably can have like boomer posture too, like as if your like mom or your dad was playing. That's like this. They're probably playing like
Hit
this
the Nexus.
with like their face really close to the screen. No! What? Oh my god, this game is nuts.
This game is slapping each other's necks.
They just keep running down to each other's nexuses. It's just.
Oh, 30-second death timer. They could just literally run in.
Super long feeling when you get to this point.
Exactly that. You play in a mobile game.
Wait,
you want
surely you can ping. Oh yeah, you can ping. You
get
can ping.
out quickly with all that intensity that you love from League of
Yeah.
Legends, and it comes right here. There is a big penalty as the game goes on
Hit
in terms of how
the
long
Nexus.
you will be
Oh.
down. So it
Hit
just
it together.
forces you to play that much
Go
more
go
carefully.
go!
Guys.
Aggression here onto the Nexus. Meteos
it
just
together.
face-taking it. Trying to
Oh
Hit the.
my god.
Oh god. Okay.
Oh, they did it.
help on the Nexus. We'll see if
That's kind of interesting. Were they unable to hit the Nexus because there were minions nearby?
No, I think they could hit it. It was
Yeah,
just doing too much damage to them.
they got it.
That was insane. That was
Oh my god, look at this.
Wait, that setup is sick.
This is so sick.
The social distancing setup.
Yeah, actually though. Wow, that's cool.
I mean, woo! So we got 2 more of these.
Yeah. I see big breaths being taken.
Wow.
The confidence is building. You love
I'm
to see
glad.
it. An impressive
I'm glad they're still able to like make stuff like this happen. Like,
Wait, those chairs are so cool.
right? Imagine if you had one of those like in your room. Like someone enters and it's just like all lit up, and you're just like intensely gaming.
You want one?
Yeah, I wanna grind solo queue in those chairs. It'd probably give me +5 skill.
That game could have ended a while ago, and that's what we're talking about, having these picks where you can still have that skill expression, using his utility properly, and I still got just as excited.
Okay, yeah, they don't look intensely comfortable, but they look freaking cool.
Absolutely pounding right now, but it's a great call out on Nate Hill there on that Ziggs. I am wondering
I'm gonna go
though, if we can
bathroom
get some
BRB.
words from the blue team here. I want to know what went down, what the immediate diagnosis is. So let's see if we can check in here with Rick Fox.
I don't know where he's telling it.
I believe it. Rick, we'll be able to talk to him in just a moment. And I gotta get their thoughts too, because it's gonna be so difficult, I feel like, to bounce back from a game where you were hundreds of HP away from winning the game. How do you change it up here in game 2? Yeah, blue team's gonna have a little bit of recouping to go. All right, Dash, well, let's talk to Rick.
All right, let's do it. Rick Fox.
I feel
How
like
you doing? Can you hear me?
I can
with
hear
the
you.
lack of inhibitors
So
and
close so far.
Nexus
Both
turrets and
Nexuses at
everything,
one point during
can't
that
this game
were
just
at
turn into an
300
ARAM?
health. Talk to me. What happened?
I've seen it before. It doesn't matter if
feel
it's
like
on the
people
PC
will just start
or the phone.
grouping and running
You get
it
those
mid.
moments that you just want to just die for, and we were right there. I thought even with the kill disparagement there, we still had a chance to win, and that's the beauty of the game, right? And we tried to run it down middle at the end there, but that sliver left and fell just a little bit short. They played well in the first game, but that's why it's a series.
Yeah, exactly. We got 2 more to go, so just one more question for you. What do you think's got to change? What are you looking to switch up here in game 2 to bring it back?
Well, they did a good job, I thought, of recognizing one of our strengths in Cesaro up top, and so they focused on getting him a little neutralized up there early game, and we just got to be a little more aggressive. I think Zach would probably agree with that after me, right? A little more aggressive. I thought we probably played a little too safe.
I want more aggression. Let's go.
What?
Yeah.
All right, Rick Fox,
No.
I'm going to let you link back up with the team, strategize for game 2, because I want a 1-1 at the end of match number 2, all right?
Yes.
All right, we'll see you out there on the Rift. Tigress, who we talking to?
I gotta get some words from Joe. We mentioned the impact that he had in the top lane. Joe, do you have me in your ear?
Man, I can hear you. Yeah, it was big for me to get out there and get some first blood in that lane. I think that helped out a lot.
Yeah, Cesaro kept you on your toes, though, constantly pushing over in objectives. What were you focused on during the entirety of that game?
Well, Cesaro and I go back a ways. I used to get involved at WWE shows in LA, so he knows me from getting involved from the crowd. So I got a lot of respect for that guy. I wanted to jump out and get a strong showing in game 1.
I'm curious to hear your opinion on this.
Got it.
You are no stranger to gaming and fantasy culture. You spend plenty of time playing D&D down in your customized basement, which I highly respect, by the way.
Yoink.
How does that compare to here, kind of sitting in this entire Nexus? We're directly on the Rift, but with a mobile experience.
Well, you know,
When he takes this
it's great
headset
to
off,
be out here.
he's gonna have
Team,
like
which is very much
a
like
dent in his
tabletop
hair.
gaming, and also the idea
Right?
of getting into a character, understanding a character build, understanding the strengths and weaknesses of a character, and then strategizing.
He's back. She's back.
You know, I had some.
Wait, is that cat real?
He coached me
Yes,
up,
she is real.
before game 1, so it was. But there's
A
a lot
real
of similarities
cat.
between tabletop and the Rift.
She has her clone on because she just got
We're looking
spayed.
forward to seeing you in 2 more games after
And
this.
she hates life right now because she doesn't like having the cone on.
Who knew? The man
Yeah,
had
she's a
one
rag
hair
doll.
and an eye patch. I mean, come on, what could be better?
It was meant to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the thing, right, when looking at the champions that are being played today is they are voted on by the fans. So thank you to all of the fans
He's
for
so
your participation in
cute.
today's event.
Tomi used the pineapple bed like the first day that she had like her cone on. I felt like it was abnormal behavior because she never uses her cone. I mean, uses the pineapple bed.
Satisfied with the action we got. I can't believe we get 2 more games here. Let's talk a little bit more
Panda, thank you so Beth the Panda, thank you so much for the sub. Welcome, thank you, thank you.
Their team was a little bit too
What
passive, and
are you
this
doing?
was by far the most cautious game
What are
we've
you
seen from them
doing?
Definitely off the start. I do think
I don't know what she's doing. She's
here in the game, and everybody
this is her just being a rag doll.
Did you see Afro move? That was actually sick.
Ooh.
Flash ult.
You remove the cone as long as you monitor not to lick herself. Yeah, so if I ever am watching her, then I can take off the cone. But if I'm not watching her like consistently, then I have to leave the cone on. So I've been leaving the cone on, except for at night when I give her a bit of pets and then I take it off for a tiny bit, but then I put it back on in case I like she starts licking without me noticing, you know? It's kind of safer with it on, so. It's been doing that.
Oh, this is what it looked like.
But she's just been chilling. Yeah. So me has a cone because she just got spayed.
I want to see someone play Lucian.
Oh yeah. Imagine playing Aurelia on this.
Oh my god.
Oh.
I don't even know.
Can you
how
imagine? Yeah.
The moment to talk to the coaches of the teams that just
Oh,
put
Voidboy
on
and
that
Dardoch are
incredible
coaches?
display. Dardoch, like,
Oh.
what are you thinking as a coach watching it go back and forth like
Dude, guys, I saw Voidboy's video that he posted, like the movie trailer video that he had, and they had Starbucks in his trailer. Did you guys see? They put the pink drink and something else in his trailer.
Did you feel like everyone else followed the directions pretty clearly?
That's crazy.
Have your Nexus get down to 300 HP and then go win
I was so jealous.
Oh yeah, totally, dude. It's the infinite content loop. Just got to get it down to the wire, make it as exciting as possible for the fans. But yeah, appreciate the shout out from Joe. I try to talk to everyone on my team, give them a little advice for their champs, and just how to, you know, play it and play together. So
Now
it was a very
Voidboy's
close
done.
game. You know, Cesaro going crazy.
Listen,
on the
how
Trinity,
is it
but
that
we
that's
got a early game
possible?
from Chrissy on top lane, helped Joe get a little bit ahead, so he's able to control him for a bit. And then, you know, Nate Hill just going insane on the zigs, man. This guy plays Fortnite, plays chess. Now he's coming into the league. He's going to have to take these LCS spots. I don't know, man. But, yeah, for sure. Exactly. He's got everything. That's not fair. Like, what if... he can't be good at everything, man. But, yeah, it was really good to see our team get the first win. And, you know, hopefully it can keep that momentum going into the next few games.
All right, so
Big
Dardoch,
coffee person.
your team just suffered an incredible loss here. So close to wins, but still so far away. What do you got to tell them?
Well, first I got to start in the jungle, obviously, since I'm a jungler, and I got to give some advice to my guy on the Olaf, and hopefully he takes Smite next game.
Oh no.
Other than that, I think we just need to listen to our in-game leader a little bit more. I think our strategy may have fell through towards the end there when it was a little more hectic.
Well, I'll let you guys
Smite.
get back to your team.
We need Smite.
To see what you guys give us for game 2. This has already been incredible. Game 2 adjustments we hear maybe a little bit more aggression from the blue team here, but one of the important things is
Thank you for responding. I will ask my juicy question to you
Alright.
instead of Celine. Because Celine didn't answer my question.
Viewers were able to determine what champions were played by all of our participants.
Yeah, Celine doesn't care. Alright, Yvonne.
Yes.
Hypothetically, if a guy were to pull out this game on the bus, you think he'd get girls?
Yeah, for sure. Because the girl would be like, oh my god, you play Wild Rift? I play Wild Rift too.
Yeah, and like, you think she'll like look over his shoulder and be like, oh my god, did you just auto attack that?
Yeah. Did you just get a triple kill? That was so attractive.
Are you practicing for the big tournaments?
Oh, absolutely.
So how do you feel about playing League on your phone?
I'm die-hard mouse and keyboard, so I was super nervous about it. But honestly, the mechanics are awesome. The controls are super easy to use. You're not missing anything that you have in a normal game on Summoner's Rift. Everything that you love is still there. Everything that you know is still there. It's just streamlined.
Boy acting. Hog.
Holy. But this was
Anyway,
this is pretty
tell me
good.
more about how you can use this game to get girls.
Yeah, yeah.
Wait, is this out?
Okay. Some key words of advice there.
Did you see that the MVP call? The coach
Oh, it looks like it is outside.
was huge in aiding them to victory. I'm looking for a continued top off though here.
Alto, thanks for the 100 bits. Thank you.
Yeah, we still have to give credit to Chrissy, while the carry potential
It's
was
a
coming from some of
set?
the other players, they were enabled
Chairs are comfy.
by her.
Wait, it looks like it's outside. Look at the mailbox.
Super excited to see what she
Outside?
brings.
It's a USPS mailbox.
Oh, there's a USPS.
Wait, they're actually doing all this outside?
It's a parking lot. People are saying it's a parking lot.
With this same 5 lineup for a few games now, the last 2 days, and we're about to throw all
Really?
out
Wait.
the
Okay, I'll try to look again. Is this really outside?
It looks like it's outside, which is good that it is.
Isn't it a little uncomfortable?
Yeah, but it's definitely more COVID friendly.
Yeah.
It's the mid lane. Tigers, how you feeling about this?
Well, you know what? Both of these players are playing really well, so I think
You can
it's
see
one
the
of
windows
those
of
Yeah,
outside
no,
of
no.
it,
To
though.
really show off like how competitive is mobile sport is, they should all be playing on like an airplane.
Ah.
On airplane Wi-Fi.
With the different team comps that they have working for them.
Yeah, I mean, this is going to be crazy. We're to see Nate Hill, easily one of the maybe MVP of game number 1, keeping his team
Match
alive at
2.
300
Here
health,
we
that
go.
defining moment.
Coming
Now
right
playing
up.
on the losing side. I want to see what the carry look's going to be there, but Zed also getting immediately swapped to the winning side. I'm going to be honest with the way game number 1 went. I'm not sure that I feel like. Do I want to swap teams here?
I don't know. Feeling
Wait,
pretty
swap
even right
teams?
now.
They swap
so,
teams?
I'm curious to know what they
Oh,
think
they're doing it
themselves about
outside
the
so they
swap,
can
maybe
play
what
on
they've
5G.
from their time on their own teams.
Ultra wideband.
Ah.
To the other side as double agents.
Yeah, I do want to make sure we get
Hey,
sports right.
Yvonne, you want to hear a cool fun fact about 5G ultra wideband?
Sure. I would love to hear a cool fun fact about 5G ultra wideband.
Yes, 5G ultra wideband. You already know how fast it is. You already know you can play every single game on virtually no ping, no latency. You can stream 4K movies, basically no buffering.
Yeah.
If in some event that you were to leave a 5G ultra wideband zone, it'll automatically and seamlessly transfer you to 4G LTE.
Oh, that is Pog. I didn't know about that one.
Competitive action, but you're not the only one that ended up making switch. Of course, we do have to get some words from the opposite side with Nate Hill.
They just did
right,
the
let's jump right
interview
over
for
to Nate
Zed
Hill.
in the
Nate,
dark.
you
They
had
like
such
didn't
an
even shine a
impressive
spotlight on the
face-to-face
guy.
team alive, you ultimately snagged the
Why?
victory, and yet Twitch chat's ejecting you over to the losing side. What's your initial reaction?
I'm a little upset, I'm not gonna lie. I thought I played really well and I really like my team, and now they're sending me off the island here.
I guess the silver lining or the flip side of that is maybe they think you're exactly the missing piece for the blue team to
They
turn it
swap
around. Do you
teammates,
think
guys.
you have what
Yeah.
it takes as an individual to turn the tide of moving us up?
Yeah, they
There's some
swapped
really good
their
players
mid
over on the blue
laner.
team, so I think if I come over there, we should have a decent chance to even it up.
I like it. I like it.
It's like you play a ranked game and you just want to trade one of your teammates for the enemy teammate, but you could actually do it here.
Imagine.
How nice would that be? You just click like a button and it's like trade player with player, and then you guys just do the swap.
You just pick the winning top laner.
Yep.
Easy.
Actually true though. Actually true. Top side gap right now. Top side gap.
It's pretty easy to pick up fast. Luckily, I'm getting the hang of it.
I mean, if I can get as good as you are on this game already that quick, I would love it. Thank you so much, Nate Hill, for taking the time to talk to us.
Thank you.
All right, those players now playing on different teams. Look at to keep their seats. They're playing in they've swapped the colors of the Nexuses there, and you'll see this is going to continue to change things up because you guys are going to get to decide again for game 3 which lane, jungle or top, will be swapping. And I feel like it's going to be top. Just going to put that out there because that was such a spicy lane. I want to see him on the other side. You see, Nazaro's giving you the one hand, my friend. I just want to see it happen. I want to see the mix-up. It's crazy. It's the most exciting lane for sure. But chat, also, we couldn't do this without the ultra-fast, ultra-low latency network, the Verizon 5G Ultra Wideband Network. They make this all possible out here. 5G gaming just got real.
Hi, I'm Chris Rock. Oh, it's not about me. I get it. No. Zoom in on it. The new iPhone 12 Pro with 5G meets Verizon 5G Ultra Wideband. 5G just got real, man. Remember when the song in the summer?
Oh my god, giraffe! So cool. The giraffe was cooler.
Remember
Broke, thanks for 2 months. Welcome back. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Welcome back.
Football just got 5G real. Remember when the only way multiplayer gaming worked was with Wi-Fi? Boom! Legendary fast with Verizon 5G. Remember when you found out esports was a real thing and kids half your age were making twice your salary? Yeah. Remember when I tell you to clean your room? Nope. iPhone and Verizon 5G. 5G just got real.
Look, they swapped their teammates, but they're sitting in the same.
Yeah.
They swapped the colors of the
They're just surrounded by the enemy team. Why would
yeah, like, let's go! And like everyone around you's just like,
Yeah.
Differences here. We now have
The same seats, just different color highlighted now.
and the Janna, we have the Zed
Is this a
moving
parking
over with the
lot,
Garen and the Jinx and so forth. Like which lineup here do you
pretty legit setup.
Honestly, I think the blue
Definitely
team
outside.
got a nice
Oh,
steal
cool.
here with the Ziggs coming over because they already have the great setup for the Tryndamere split push, and the thing we know best about Ziggs is wave clear. You saw the base defense, so the ability to play defensive while
Alright,
somebody
guys.
else is in another lane.
Also want to say that after this second match, I'll be gifting
But you do have to
50
think about the
subs.
other side as well. Maybe with a Zed here, maybe we'll see Master Yi coming down
After
to
this
attempt to get
game.
some of those gigs for that early
5-0. So if you guys potentially want to yoink a sub, stick around, but I'll be doing it right after this.
The type of champion that have gotten ahead early can just
Whoa.
one
So
side
you
nine.
guys, you know, William did 50.
Oh, is this a champ select screen?
Yes, gotta do my part and do 50 as well.
Wait,
Yeah,
that
the
looks
champ
so
select screen is so cool.
This
It's
is
like
so
so
cool.
well made.
Yeah. Wait, the champ select screen is so cool.
Gotta match William, am I right?
I got distracted by hearing the red team shout outs over on the
Shockwave
side.
Zed, man. Oh, electric. Electricity,
Damn.
excuse me.
He's got so much going on there. I saw last time we did have a skin.
Wow.
Pentakill Olaf versus Pentakill Sona.
Wow,
on
they
opposite
ended
Not a
sides
huge
of the
improvement.
band rivalry.
Whoa, the splash art.
A higher quality than
Yeah,
League.
right?
We also have new splash art.
The only source of balance.
Straight into the
Map
loading,
is
right
mirrored.
off the top.
Got it,
Match
laser
number
sword.
Do not show again.
Do not show
Everyone's
again.
attention to the orientation of the map. We hit it right before match number 1, but it can't be hurt, or can't rather hurt to.
You got my sub from
Oh,
Toast. Thanks,
God, I
Toast.
This
Aww.
game is that players on both teams play from the same perspective, so they're gonna play from bottom.
Thank God
I
it
thought
has
of a fun
it.
social experience in quarantine.
Mhm.
We all ordered boba at the same time and pretended we got it together.
Ah, I've definitely done
Why
this
did
before.
top laners go bot?
The quote-unquote top laner. He is playing on
Oh.
the bottom side in terms of
Oh, sure.
perspective to help even it up.
Oh,
Definitely, you can look over at the
perspective?
mini map, see where the Drake is positioned as well. A lot of different ways to orient yourself. It makes for a great experience when actually playing through. I'm wondering where the pressure is going to come down in this game with the switch up happening in the mid lane, because they were kind of left to their own fruition right there at the start.
Yeah, Emily taking a little bit of punishment from Rick Fox there early on, but Meteos finds his way into lane. Probably going to hit level 2 and then look to sustain up with that W. Q for the damage early here.
Honestly, what are the summoner spell cooldowns? Cooldowns have to be shorter, right?
Yeah, they should be.
Look at the mid lane, the players that were swapped in already.
No way it's gonna be like 5 minutes for flash, and then that's like you use your flash 2 times per game.
Talking about how, yeah, Nate Hill coming new into the game, doing so well.
So are there
Really
like
became a pro in 7
masteries?
months. He's picked up multiple games.
good question.
Oh, yeah.
When it comes to gameplay, and it's obviously
I would
showing
guess
up here.
no to keep it simpler. I could be wrong.
Yeah.
Top lane here, that was the source of the
It'd be
first
easier to
blood
go
in
in and
game
out of
number
game
1.
without
Both players still
masteries.
playing a cautious game though, as no kills have come through just yet. Players hitting level 3 now.
Oh, they have
access
runes.
to almost all of
But
their
then a lot of the casual gamers or people who play this are not gonna.
No ult available yet to
They
bring
have
them
a
in, and
slightly lower variety of runes, but there are runes.
really want
Oh,
to come down
okay.
with that damage here in lane, or at least try to push back
Simplified
for some
runes.
additional CSing of
Wait,
his
you
own.
see this? The guy playing Garen is like leaning as he plays.
Yeah.
The next time we go to Garen, take a look. He's like leaning as he spins.
Yeah.
that way into the jungle, maybe gonna pick up one of those.
That's like me in like FPS games.
Though with the roam towards the mid lane, let's see if he can find it. Playing
When
the
I
vision
dodge
game.
or something, or try to dodge something, I dodge RL.
I love it. Party mid lane, but the flash out under turret, and Apex wants the blood.
Attempting
Ooh.
to come on through with the
There's
match.
blood.
Final hit from them.
Yo, he flash ignite autos you win. Okay,
And that
that's fine.
is in favor here of
He's leaning.
Yeah, he's leaning.
Or not A, but
lane being that we aren't ultimately in the ultimate territory. I love to see the continuous poke from these two melee champions going back and forth, and hearing the insight that Joe offered of the history that he and Cesaro have from his past work with WWE.
Good heal.
Yeah, we'll see if that can net him another victory up there in the top lane. They are straight into a
Ooh, nice, nice.
the ultimate, pops and drops the ignite, and that's a quick.
This is the exact same.
I think it's really cute when new people use their heal, just like, oh, I'm missing health. Heal.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Advantage. That's the decision making that leads to that in lane that will allow you to push for the continuous objectives.
Cute is definitely the word for it.
That here in the bot lane, Rick Fox
Oh, Somi just ran away
more
so.
aggressive in this lane, which is
He's chilling with her cone.
Only. Seeing just how many flashes can come out of this duo, and I'm sure they want to also punish what Meteos was able to have under his potential, and with the roaming coming from the enemy support, maybe more opportunities.
Ooh, right back to the mid lane. Good poke coming out of Zed there, using his shadow to do it.
Thanks for stopping by.
Whoa! Wait, did you see that?
Ulti?
It gave you a second camera.
Yeah, yeah, I saw that.
Oh!
You had like a second camera at next to the minimap.
And kind of had to walk it out. And this at least kind of breaks
Actually pretty cool.
poke that was happening between the mid laners too, and just alleviate some of
The game seems like super fluid.
Yeah.
Yes, you can tell that it's refined.
Yeah.
I really hope you can zoom in. I want to
Thanks
just
for
like
the
zoom in
100
on the
bits.
characters.
Ethan, thank you.
Especially Lux.
Did you know you can control Jinx and Ashel? What does that mean? Like you could aim it? Like I mean like curve it or what? You just shoot in a straight line, don't you?
Like,
Works for war too.
Right? Just like pull up a keyboard or something.
What? You can move the Ashel?
I just see the message box on the top right.
What? They said you could drift or curve the Ashel. What? That's insane.
Ashel like moved.
The rest of the lane, but the poke actually continues down here in the bot lane.
That sounds broken.
Put a Yumi Q on an Ashel too.
Yeah.
So as one kill goes over in the top lane, one is traded on the bottom side of the map.
Thanks, Ethan, for the 100 bits. And Jinx? I thought people say you can't with Jinx.
Which that should leave so many
Yeah, the
possibilities.
asshole.
This guy's gonna take off his headset. He's gonna have a dent in his hair.
We're faced on the team fights and trying to get those kills and extend the timers. The other one pushing until
I can hardly hear Celine.
Zed
You want me
continuing to
louder?
take some damage here again.
Here,
as
is
the
that
rotations
better?
come to the mid lane and always forced to back after that.
Yeah, Nate Hill just
Okay, I think
randomly
I adjusted my settings a bit.
Good poke.
Okay,
But we
just be
see
careful,
here
'cause
the red side team
I kinda
grouping up in
scream.
the river around Chrissy. Will they look for a dragon? Will
Dude,
they
I
look
want to
for an
see this
invade?
curving Ashel.
I know, me too. I just see it straight on.
No one expected that as we're looking at another fight breakdown. Joe gonna back out, realizing now that he's down a couple kills, needs to respect the power of that Tryndamere. Red team on full retreat here under their turret.
Now, the rest of the team luckily was able to rotate and be there with Meteos so that they couldn't eventually just collapse and finish off that kill. Now continue to pressure in the lane. The solo laners that are continuously
This
left
poor
on their
Garen.
own up
He just walks back to lane, gets all in.
for Cesaro.
I
The continuous
know.
combo, popping his ultimate and finishing off the Garen.
Yeah, killing spree now for him. We talked about the decreased cooldowns here on Wild Rift, and so again, it can be very empowering when you get that initial injection of gold from an early kill.
I
to
wonder
just keep
how
running it
battery
at your
consuming
opponents,
this
and that's
game
exactly
is.
what Tryndamere's built
Yeah.
to do.
CFT drains 8% of my battery per game. I assume this will be the same.
Knowing that he's not just getting out of control because he comes and tries to
Nate Hill sold again.
Oh.
and it can hurt Meteos
Oh.
though, finding himself poked down.
Oh.
She gets both? Oh no, the shield. Oh my god, those shields.
Yeah.
Oh, she's out of
But she gets blessed in response,
Oh, no.
temporarily stunned, and can
Oh no. That's so sad.
should be one more line for the praise to happen onto Rick Fox as he gets
Yeah, 8% is honestly not bad.
Which team won last time?
Ocean Drake as well.
The Jinx team, Jinx and Soda.
Cesaro never misses a beat. Picked up the Rift Herald on the other side in response. While we're back in the shop, I also want to.
I see. They wanted it to go to a game 3. That's why they.
Ah.
The great thing about Wild Rift is that recommended items you can build out a set for yourself, and they will appear.
This Trinimir spam that attack button. Tap, tap,
tap. Yeah.
But you still also have access to the shop in full value. Again, Joe in tough spot here, picking up the honey fruit, hoping that the health can save him. But
dude, I feel so bad for the Garen.
Looks for the kill, spins on top, and the rampage.
No tower to stand behind. Cesaro, you put him in a ring, you put him on the rift. He's gonna slam you down time and time again.
Yeah, when Trinimir snowballs, not fun.
No stranger to the top lane, so very used to those 1v1s. I think he's in his comfort zone now with a bit of a lead here to just split push to victory. They're gonna have to find a response here on the red team to that aggression from the Trinimir.
A lot of the blue side are clustered over here in the top lane, and Cesaro's having to enter to try and continue this push. They've activated.
Do you see like there's like next to the skills there's like blue bars, like 4 blue bars. What are the blue bars?
The blue bars?
Yeah. Like how many times you leveled up the ability?
I didn't even know that he stole it. He like spin slashed over the wall and just stole the red book.
He's not making it fun for them right now.
Happy accidents, happy accidents.
The timer's starting to get longer. We're almost at the 9-minute mark, which can be a
has 3 points into Q and 2 points in W and E.
Again, level 9's coming in across the board, so that means level 2 ultimate.
Oh, the blue bars is how many points in the skill you have. I see.
Increased cooldown on that, or rather decreased cooldown, I should say, means more action, more often.
Lux ult is global, by the way. Really?
What?
Imagine like trying to guess the exact angle needed to cross snipe someone.
At television.
And the continued follow-up, but luckily has the protection against the Howling Gate, so she can back up behind the tower. Meteos continuing to offer that support.
Yeah, fantastic find with the arrow, but even in the 3v2, team retreats under the safety of their own first-tier turret. Meteos looking to establish.
Oh my god, that's so much better.
I feel like people don't really recall much.
I was streaming it on like
they just die instead.
Yeah.
Not 1080p.
I think recall for the 5 seconds here.
Yeah, the 040.
Can reach enemy spawn from yours? Damn, it's pretty far.
Yo, this Tryndamere is like, insane.
He's just, yeah, it's kind of looking a little doomed right now.
Yeah, 1 for 2 as the Tryndamere.
Oh my god.
And boom, straight onto Meteos'
WWE Cesaro.
Put a close on this one, and in much faster.
Yeah, dude, it looks good. Like everything is so fluid. Like it looks so clean. This game is super well made.
Look at him spam that attack button. He's so into it.
Yeah, that beat me for sure.
Oh, Cesaro? He even bought a QSS.
Yeah,
it's smooth.
Get that itemization.
Yeah, the 3-man squad.
I'll be so impressed if he uses his QSS here.
When it gets to low health, I think that may have caught Emily a little off guard there. We're going to have the retreat from the blue team, though, back to the Dragon, seeing if they can snag some of these global objectives, help them in their move to victory.
And their full team here, they have no problem in securing it. The enemy's probably aware that this was happening and didn't want to engage
in the chickens, there's only 4 chickens now. They kicked 2 of them out.
What the hell?
2 of the babies are gone.
Yvonne, are you voting this year? I can't vote. I'm Canadian, so I can't vote.
Another ultimate for Meteos to get that directly onto the Zig, but Nate Hill finds himself in the back of the fight.
Oh, look at this Ash kiting. The attack move. Oh, the flash forward. Oh my god, look at this Ash go.
And that's another kill for Rick Fox, putting the rocks in all of the socks of the enemies. They're in their graves once more.
Thanks, Shiny.
Feeling it. Red team started the fight, but the blue team finishes it, and now they turn their sights.
Oh, that's a nice quality life change to show you the aggro range of everything.
Yeah.
They already started getting some chips onto that top tower. They've got a wave pushing up that way as well.
Get
This
it.
game looks so nice.
Yeah, super well made.
Expect to maybe see some action there. It doesn't look like anyone's going to contest this objective, and the Baron has been secured.
Baron's no joke on the Wild Rift. Did you see
I'm sure once you get the hang of it, like it's even better.
That's an impressively strong Baron right there.
That and even some of the late game tower hits and things still kind of rocking them a bit. Now that they have it, we'll have to see what they do with it.
Yeah, this game can be punishing again. I think it's important to highlight that there still is a serious focus on strategic play, those heightened moments, and those outplays. I think right now, eyes on Zed to see if he can make an outplay and maybe turn this around.
Is he going to try? But also to note on your screen, if you missed this before, you can see the boots down in the bottom right corner. That is because the base boots do have actives with them that you can upgrade into additional actives that'll look familiar to any League of Legends players. Yeah. Right there to click with the rest of them.
Every single one of your abilities there, though, on the right
Oh,
side.
they're finally gonna kill him.
So very
They're not gonna kill him.
No.
Well, the movement is on the left side. Looking for the chase down is Zed and Meteos right now, but that is a strong Tryndamere you're looking to fight.
And a bit too speedy for him to
reconnected.
Meteos wouldn't have been able to connect unless he flashed for something and not guaranteed to follow up with
What is that item above Ignite?
most of the action over in
Boots.
the mid lane, the bot lane has been
Probably Predator.
sent over there too. To just match the Ziggs.
Traded kills on the
Wait, the announcer's so into it. Enemy double kill.
Yeah.
Mid lane. It looks like that's going to establish a nice amount of pressure and force the rotation out of Meteos and Zed just to keep those turrets alive.
Those Baron-empowered minions are making their way down. You can see how hard the cannon is hitting the turrets. But Meteos and Zed, they just want to mitigate this as much as possible. Meteos enough in his kit to offset the damage of the Ziggs ultimate, but that's really just used to continue the pressure. And with one more hit, that tower is
Econ, thank you so much for the Prime sub. Thank you. Thank you. Welcome. This looks like Lee.
Oh my god, this Tryndamere is just
Africa. Meteos looks so chill. Yeah, he looks like he's just vibing right now.
Oh, look, the shop, guys.
Oh!
I got a glimpse of the shop finally.
Man.
The shop looks nice.
Yeah.
It looks nicer than the one we have.
A lot of things here look nicer.
Love the smiles and what we're seeing, the intensity from all of the players as we tune into them as well.
Place bets on the winning team.
Tryndamere backing with 3K gold. Nate Hill in a 1v1 right now with Emily, but Rick Fox going to step up to support that Ziggs.
Yeah,
No?
Rick Fox and Nate Hill have
What?
paired together.
Would you like to place a bet on which team's gonna win?
Oh, the Tryndamere team I think is gonna win, no?
How confident are you in that?
Honestly, after that last game where we saw them slapping each other's nexus, I don't know. I'm not too confident.
We just crossed, and yet it does seem like the pace has slowed just a little bit. Maybe some trepidation here out of the blue side in terms of figuring out.
I know, they put so much like.
And they did elect to reset in times where they technically push
Wait,
forward.
It's like if they could remake League, like the whole thing that League is based on, maybe it would look like way better.
So he can't back off. He's trying to use his CC to keep
Like I think
I
the
noticed that too.
back end of League is like.
Oh
Oh my god, that heal is
Oh.
insane.
What?
Oh. Okay. That works too.
Wait,
Oh.
The team that was winning.
Yeah, Tryndamere, I think. Tryndamere backdoor. Actual Tryndamere backdoor also in this.
Yeah, actual backdoor.
Fuck. Well, guys.
Here's how long it took them to set this up. Like these decorations.
Dude,
I
they
guess
swapped their
it's
mid
time.
laner, and like this guy won twice, and the other guy, like poor him, lost twice.
Oh yeah, that's true. Okay, it's time to gift the subs, guys. Time to gift the subs.
Sorrow.
So thank you guys for sticking around, but
3 kills in a row for the Tryndamere, helping him get out to that early lead and putting him in a position to have no fear diving beyond base turrets.
I mean, was there anything Cesaro didn't do? I mean, he was like leading in kills.
Wow.
He was leading in objectives. He gets the nexus at the end.
50 subs for everyone. got this 50 of you for everyone.
About it. He's saying Tryndamere is so broken. I can do so much with him.
I
And the
just
split push potential is where a lot of that is unlocked. So getting those early kills.
gotta match William, am I right?
You saw him at one point diving into the base. Under 3 towers. Again, base is crunched a little bit. You're in multiple towers ranges at all times. Knew how to use his ult and knew how to use his ability to get to
So
the
hope you guys enjoyed the subs and thanks again for
a side table if their water bottles are all behind the chair.
the stream today. Thank you.
What are those side tables for?
I don't need no dragon to win. I just need damage.
Thanks, Verizon.
I said, what are those side tables for if they're putting the water on the floor anyway?
Celine asking the real questions.
Sorry, I like look at things so weirdly.
Verizon Pog.
And you brought it home.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I had to redeem myself after game 1. You know, huge credit.
I was wondering, are they talking during the game? I don't think so, right?
I don't know.
His weaknesses a bit in the second
Yeah. Hope you guys
huge
enjoyed your
shout out to my
subs.
team. You know, it is a team game, and they.
Thank you so much for being here.
Team player.
Aww.
Strength, so it is a team game, and you know, it's
Like,
fun.
Talk to me about your experience
Somebody
here in
just
the top lane
added me in
playing
the
Tryndamere. I know you're no
Twitch
stranger to
Rivals
top
chat.
lane from the PC version, but I don't think you're a Trynd main. So what's the transition been like here?
So I was just telling my team, Tryndamere, just for this reason, is my permaban.
is my permaban.
On the Wild Rift, on the other hand, I think I'll become a Tryndamere main.
Oh, they do talk in game. One of the coaches said they had to listen to the in-game leader.
It's so it just lets you experience different champions differently, and it's so much fun to play. So I tried to play Tryndamere actually, you know, in the warm-up game before we came here, and I had probably the worst game of the year. I got just smashed. So I have to redeem myself here on the Wild Rift.
Renee, thank you so much for 16 months. Welcome back. Thanks, Renee.
Evening up the series at 1-1. Let's see who takes it in game 3. Wave.
Did you ever say what the prize was?
Certainly will see that one, but also
Baromi, thank you so much for the 100 bits. Thank you. Of course. Yvonnie, I swear every time I always forget that your glasses are just a filter. I know, it's such a bait. People tell me that all the time.
It's good to hear some words from you. Now,
All the time that they forget that my.
What is Chrissy Costanza from?
Right.
Yeah, I mean, first of all, I like that it's 1-1.
She's a singer?
She's a singer from Against the Current. Is that right?
There we go. Just game 3 doesn't matter. Now it's competitive. Now everybody's ready to get sweaty on this.
Oh, she sings Legends Never Die.
Yeah.
Oh.
She's originally from like a YouTube channel. That's pretty popular. Yeah. They like sang like a lot of covers of songs. Against the Current, yeah.
My side this time.
I love to hear it, Chrissy. It's been great seeing you here in Wild Rift, and we'll get to see more from you in game number 3.
Yes.
And I think that's one of the greatest
Man, you look
things
comfy. I
when
need to get my blanket.
upon this,
Listen,
hearing
it's
kind of the details,
potato
everyone's
mode.
experience,
Chill, relax,
whether
and
it
just
be
like,
different
you know,
champions,
it's nice. It's nice.
translation
Just be
of the skills.
cozy and comfy.
Well, Chrissy, I know you recently picked
Game
up
3
jungle.
prediction.
How is the Master Yi treating you? How are you liking it here on Wild Rift?
I don't know.
So, yeah,
They
I
each
just
won a
started jungling,
game.
So I'm actually really new to the role. I'm a support main that switched to jungle to play ranked. I usually main Volibear, but I got my first pentakill ever on Master Yi, so maybe game 3 we're gonna see.
First
see what it's
pentakill
like.
on Master Yi.
Fan of the kind of outfit where you like wear a short sleeve shirt, but then a long sleeve shirt under it.
Oh yeah, it looks good.
See you on the Rift in just a bit.
But she looks good in like so many outfits.
True, she's the kind of girl who would look good in anything.
Yeah. I've seen like some of her outfits that she's worn on like her other the other channel, and she looks so good.
But also because it was split.
Yeah, of course, Alex.
Opportunity for the team fights that maybe could have been able to turn things around to happen.
Thatch to Zed. True.
Like that, when the turrets are able to go down pretty quickly.
Potato mode.
Onto them, then the opposition doesn't have many options.
Yeah, I mean, really, first blood. As soon as that goes over to Tryndamere, I'm not saying the game was over. I'm saying you immediately have to shift your focus, because left unfettered like that, you saw him just run straight across the map, picked up a Rift Herald on his own. I mean, it was impressive play from start to finish.
Yeah, of course, Juice. Thanks for being here.
Well, folks, we got to see a lane swap have a big impact here in game number 2, and it's going to happen again in game number 3. But before we get that, let's just take a look at some of the
Stream
highlights.
is in the wrong game. Is it? It's not under League.
Oh yeah.
Oh, now that I think about it, I was wondering why they didn't just get like 10 pros to play Wild Rift for like the highest quality gameplay possible. I think they're actually, this is actually genius. They're getting like a bunch of people from like a bunch of different fan bases, like mainstream.
Yeah.
WWE Cesaro talking about how he pops off on Trinimir. That's gonna make wrestling fans want to.
Yeah.
It's actually kind of five-head.
Yeah, it's
Super
five
five-head.
You know, it's like really open for anyone to play.
Yeah.
I got the minion wave. I've got the damage, and he's just gonna pump it through.
Oh, another
Literally
thing.
just the most Tryndamere thing ever.
He's so smart.
That was close, actually.
I love Joe. The only line of
He popped off.
This late camera transition.
Top rope doesn't matter. He feels comfortable here right now. And man, okay, so chat, where I was saying just a second ago, you guys get to vote again on the lane swap for Game 3, so use that Twitch Rivals extension. You can find a list of all of the competitors playing today, as well as vote on which lane you want to see swapped around. So get your votes in, and we'll find out how that's going to go here in just a moment. But my goodness, there's been some craziness, and I want to hear from the coaches as we had pretty different results here in game number 2. Void, I want to start with you. You felt really confident after game number 1. What just happened?
Oh.
You know, Cesaro doing Cesaro things, man. He's a beast. I was talking to him
He's
about
so like Tryndamere is so annoying to deal with.
the pace with which he improved and took little tips and just put it into his gameplay. Like, man, I wish like challenger players in my teams would learn that fast. And yeah, he just popped off really hard, took over the whole map, drew a lot of pressure, and yeah, it was really, even though he's on the enemy team, I was really proud of how hard he's able to pop off.
Yeah, Dardock and Boy are the coaches.
It's gonna be close. We'll see what happens in game 3, but honestly, I already feel like everyone's a winner right now.
I mean, it's been a great day so far. I mean, Dardock, talk to me about Mr. Nate Hill coming into your team here in the mid lane. You hadn't gotten to coach him before, but the Ziggs seemed to fit in right away.
Yeah, I mean, he was doing his own thing individually in game 1 and both game 2, so I think it was really easy for the guys to adapt to him, given that he is seemingly really comfortable on his champion.
All right, Boy, your team just came off of a loss. They got to go into game 3.
I want to try the big t-shirt, long sleeve thingy bobber.
Play as a team, buy some frozen mallets. Maybe everyone swap over to the the Ghost Sonic pack and just play together, play smart, and I think we got it.
Okay,
and also shut down Cesaro.
Frozen Mallet doesn't even exist anymore in the next season, right?
Really?
Yeah.
They're getting rid of it?
Dude,
so.
I'm sad they're getting rid of Gunblade.
Yeah, they're getting rid of a lot of
Gunblade was kind of broken, but
yes,
they're removing Frozen Mallet.
Yes.
All right, so yeah, I mean, I'm wondering because again, one of the sole win conditions there for the blue side has
I'm not gonna miss Mallet.
over to red, but it's not up to us. It's
F
up to
that
everybody
item.
at home and where they want to throw their votes.
It certainly is, and also you guys are going to get to vote on who the fan favorite is later on today, so keep an eye on that Twitch Rivals extension. There's lots of exciting stuff that goes down over there.
Wait, well, they'll probably add another broken item.
Brewing,
yes.
The defining role for you here. We've seen some super lanes.
All right, while we're waiting for the next game.
Is top lane still where the action's at?
Yvonne, guess what?
I think a lot of it is going to be
What's up? Or what?
You know, Riot Games built Wild Rift from the ground up to optimize for mobile gaming, and they partnered with Verizon 5G to provide an amazing experience to mobile gamers on the go. Pog.
No way.
Because it plays into the team in a whole different way.
They optimized it specifically for this.
Right? The matchup is still the same, and I think we saw two distinct differences between game 1 and game 2. What happens when that lane gets attention, and what happens when
from
that
the
lane
ground
is left
up.
alone. And so I think it's
Okay,
going to be
this actually
is 5G ultra
is
wideband.
so well made.
If you're in the 5G ultra wideband network, you get big upload and download. I actually don't know what the numbers are. They didn't tell me. But I actually know they're big.
Yeah, I want to see Medios and Afro step up.
We did get Janna double kill, but do you think we can get Janna quadra kill? Like that's my
Up from where? The ground.
We did see some
Yes.
early roaming too from Medios,
Where?
and
The
it's kind of
ground?
dependent upon how the game flows from there. It's also exciting when you think about Medios, for instance, right? How many show matches has he been in and knows how to put on a show? Same with Aframu being around for the time that he has. I'm really looking, and I know they can hear me, so
That
let's
Pichu.
get some of those flash forward plays. Let's get some of that action.
Well, you heard Voyboy talking about some of the tech. He called out the ghost again, and I personally, my personal opinion in looking at some of those summoners is that maybe ghost is underused. With such a low cooldown, it's a spammable ability that's going to give you a whole lot, and with a slightly condensed map, You can traverse the distances
Actually,
that
yeah,
much quicker.
I am Russell T. Thank you so much for 5 months. Welcome back. Thank you, Russell. Welcome back.
Traditional League of Legends, you think, all right, I'm down for this amount of time. Do I really want to
Welcome
expel this
back.
resource? Is it a 60-40? What kind of thing am I going into? But here, maybe sometimes it's worth just throwing it down.
Spammable and summoner spells. Not two things you usually put together, but things are a little bit different here on Wild Rift. It's a faster game. Let's take a look at the poll results for the lane swap vote. And Jungle actually takes it in the top, takes the top result there by 54%. So we will see Mr. FaZe, Apex, and Chrissy switching it up teams here. And this changes up the rosters yet again.
It does change up the rosters, and again, I'm thinking, even though top lanes didn't get swapped, the supporting elements behind them did. So we're talking about that 2v2 matchup top lane. Tigress, how do you feel now that the Tryndamere's got the Master Yi and the Olaf is on the side of the Garen?
See, that's going to be very interesting because we saw Chrissy actually gank Garen earlier and to help him actually take down the Tryndamere. Now we're seeing her on the opposite side with Tryndamere.
How are some people so attractive? Is that even fair?
Any assistance in that lane. I'm ready to see what kind
I
of
don't
things
get
end
it.
up happening.
I don't get it.
As the players
I don't think it's
receive
fair.
word that they're going to swap, I want to make sure I get a word from Chrissy. She was happy that it went to 1-1, but now
I
she
really
is
don't.
swapping teams. Chrissy, do I have you?
Yeah, I'm here. What's up?
How you feeling? You got tossed
Called
to the
makeup?
other side,
Well,
and
shit ain't
everyone is
working for
focusing
me,
on
bro.
that top lane and how the junglers can affect it.
Hello?
What's your opinion on that?
Yeah, I'm really
Where my
excited.
shit at?
I'm
Huh?
a little nervous.
I
because
pay for makeup.
obviously,
How come I don't
he
get the
was gelling with my
attractiveness
team
out
so
of it?
well, and I loved it, and I was hanging out.
We
Of
all
course,
use
I'm
the same
not
thing.
mid
Why are the results different? Huh?
both games, so I'm excited about that. And the Tryndamere was really scary to me in the first game and the second game.
God
so I'm
has
excited to be on his side
favorites.
this time.
Yeah, swapping sides, but not geographically. Do you think there's any advantage being able to mad dog your opponents now straight across the street?
Well, Nate's on my side, so I got him here. But
Okay.
yeah, I'll be staring down Joe.
All right,
I'll be
sweet.
trying to intimidate him.
That's what I like to hear. All right, I'm going to let you go once again, Chrissy, and hand it over to Tigress so we can talk to our other jungler.
Yeah, I gotta get some words from FaZe Apex ahead of game number 3, our last game.
But flexing on you guys how? Welcome back, Ghastly. When are you gonna stream again? When I get masters! Must grind, must grind, must grind! Don't worry, guys. You know how people are like, yeah, there's like about 2 weeks of the year where they go on vacation, or where they're like, you know, I get my 2 weeks vacation, or they're like, yeah, they always take off like 2 weeks for Christmas, or like something like that. I take off my 2 weeks for end of season.
I'm seeing that this role was very important, so I got to figure it out for my team.
Yeah, what has that
I've been ranking on another account
else on the team,
so that nobody knows who I am. I'll tell you guys at the end of the season my account. But I've been playing on my account right now, and it's been like so bad. And I don't like playing on my main. Like, I don't like that people like recognize me sometimes. So then I started playing on my other account, and I've actually been winning games. So I think I'm gonna rank on that one instead. But it's D2 right now, the other one. David, thank you for gifting 5 subs. Thank you, David. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Anon mode when? I think I heard that they can't do anon mode for League because like how it's built initially like doesn't allow for it to have anonymous mode.
And now Zed's back on the other team.
I got some water.
That'll be interesting to see.
Are you playing Nasus on the other account? Nope. Still playing AD.
The support of Verizon 5G,
Spaghetti code. Yeah, I'm just so right now I'm ranking on another account, but at the end of the season I'll let you guys know. But yeah, normally people take 2 weeks off for other shit. I take 2 weeks off when it's end of season grind.
Just got real. iPhone 12 and iPhone 12 Pro are here on Verizon 5G.
This new iPhone plus Verizon 5G, game changer.
With the coverage of 5G
Game changer.
and in more and more cities.
I said the same thing.
In under 30 seconds.
You on Kate again? Yeah, I'm playing Kate, Senna,
Wow.
like Ezreal.
Where do you download movies?
Whatever, you know? Trying to learn the internet too.
Call up at boxbox. On Verizon.
Yeah, so you only take 2 weeks off? Well, there's only like 2 weeks left of the season. So I might still be streaming here and there, but it depends like the progress I make on that account.
Oh yeah.
I don't really care if I hit
retweet
masters
it.
on my
You
main
guys
or
gotta
not.
go retweet it.
Yep.
You would just vote for your favorite. It's not really that hard to think
As
about
long as I
here.
get the rank.
Emily, making a case for
You
herself.
decide who the fan favorite of tonight's wild.
Yeah, I got you, David. Unless it's a bad thing.
Sure.
The alt is the main. Yep, at this point, yeah.
For her team here, Emily's looked great today.
Oh, absolutely. I mean,
Yeah, season's
game
ending.
1 absolutely popped off, was a big factor in their win. Game 2, obviously, was less about that duo lane and more about the top laners. And Jinx,
At the same time, you know, it makes me happy that I feel like I can take time off because you guys like understand that this is like important to me. Like I feel like some people might feel bad. Like they come back, they're like, "Oh, I've been streaming so long."
she's like,
You guys always make me feel like I don't have to worry about that. Like I always come back and like you guys are here.
Oh my god, that's so nice.
So majestic.
Oh my god, Soda looks beautiful.
Yeah, everyone looks so sick.
What?
Keeping it OG.
It's okay, Miley. One day, one day. It's because you're one of the boys, Yvonne. Got you. Okay, David? We got each other. Oh, thank you so much for 2 months. Welcome back. Thank you. I want to know when my bot lanes will learn wave management. That is incredibly hard, by the way. I think sometimes I don't even know wave management here and there. Like, sometimes I can't tell if the wave is gonna, push towards us. Not, like, the obvious ones I can, but there's some that are, like, so in the middle, I'm like, shit, I can't tell if it's gonna...
Looks so much nicer.
Yeah.
In game, in this game.
And sometimes you have to learn, like, when you can freeze and when you should push. Like, freezing is not always the move. Especially bot, it's, like, still hard to learn.
I want Zed to win one game, man. I feel so bad.
When bot lane's just perma-shove? Nah, but you can't do that. You can't just perma-shove.
And played at the same time on an iPhone 12 Pro on Verizon's 5G network.
One thing also worth noting that got some words about Nate Hill. Perfect game, game 1 and game 2. Not finding a single death,
Wow,
apparently.
perfect
So
game?
about that perfect.
Nate Hill, League Smurf or what?
The only one with 2 victories to his name because he was swapped between games 1 and 2. So a 2-0 record for him individually. Can he make it 3-0?
Have you been using Samira lately? I want to play her. I would play her in more like flex or normals, but I haven't played her in ranked. I usually ban her in ranked because I don't have first pick a lot of times, and I don't want the other team to get her, so I usually ban her.
Perhaps not. Poke, we're going to continue to see, as you mentioned,
Hi,
there
Rocket.
in the bot lane. And this we've seen time and time again. Zed
Give Zed his win. Yeah, I kind of want him to get a win too.
Nate Hill continues to pressure. And then here in the top lane, them going right at it. Joe and Cesaro pulling their history into it. And we've seen a lot of the game determined.
So why is
what
their
happens
top
in the
lane
early
going
portion
bot?
of the top lane.
Yeah, this time around though.
Are you talking about the mirrored lanes?
Is it mirrored? Is that why?
Advantage and he's pushing in, so I think it's
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the top lane we're looking at right now.
Oh.
Already chunked down.
You can tell because the dragon's on the opposite side.
Emily falls under some fire, but it's actually Meteos that takes the majority of the damage. Luckily, as a sustain, you see the fruit there available to walk over as well. So now with this lane being so pushed under them to tower, you just have to focus on clearing, which is why she's using her AoE rockets as a result.
Yeah, great AoE farming there. Looks like the first gank is coming in. It's Chrissy looking for the kill onto Joe. Can he find his way out? Trying to path towards the turret. The flash away. Will the
Okay.
The
Oh
berries.
my god, those fruits heal so much.
I know. It's like
gonna clear out some minion waves down there
he's
in Soul
good.
Lane.
Apex showed the face at him, said, I'm here. If you want to do anything continuous after that, I'm like,
Oh no, he died.
Which server is best? It really depends on like your ping. What's closest to you? Lower ping the best.
Costanza strikes back.
Of your content. Thanks, Rocket.
Cesaro now with an assist to his name and some gold into his pocket.
The mirrored lanes are hard to watch for spectators. Yeah, definitely would be a lot easier if you're playing the game.
Taking a look at those quick buys. Love how quickly you can get out of base. It's something that I think a lot of newer players struggle with in the PC version of the game is they spend minutes in the shop looking for things, and here it's all right there for you. Quick buys, get back down onto the map and back into the action.
And the itemization itself overall being streamlined. In League, if you're playing support, you have supportive items. As a jungler, you have jungle-specific items. Here,
Oh, she's chilling right now.
Instead, things like smite,
She
for
hanging
instance,
out
you can level directly, choose whether you want
with
to
her
go with
cone.
blue or red. But the items themselves, you don't have
You
to
can
worry
cone me.
about. So if you're coming new into it, you don't have to feel that pressure. It's kind of refreshing in a way.
Absolutely, but still
Gotta
very
pee.
customizable, and you can personalize
Gotta
it.
pee, gotta
As
pee.
we're watching Rick Fox Lane here, for those of you who may just be joining us and didn't catch game number 1, I want to call out some of the interesting UI mechanisms here in Wild Rift. When you get close to targets, you'll see their scuttle crab is lit up. That's showing you what you would prioritize in a fight. As we see damage drop straight onto Apex, he face checks the river and gets punished in response. But you can see there, again, very intuitive, knowing who you're going to focus and how the ultimate goes out, but it goes a little wide, so Zed slinks away.
Yeah, he kind of like overshot that one a little bit, but you know, I get it, the drag.
If anything, it just continues to put that pressure, and the bot lane is where it also
he keeps doing it.
The
insect.
Monsoon, which leaves Emily
Yeah.
in a compromising position trying to run upriver.
So you like
instead finds her
hold
death,
the move
which also means a
direction,
rotation from
you
blue side
flash,
directly
and then you
onto the
are.
dragon.
We asked for more action, and now we're getting it. 3-0 is the kill score. Blue team over red. Now putting some focus onto the dragon. Will Aframu and Chrissy be able to secure this, though, as Meteos is thinking about the contest, but with no one else around, don't know if he's got the damage and the ability.
Wait, that was kind of interesting. The way he aims his shield. He like throws it in a direction, and it goes onto the nearest target.
Yeah.
The rest of the team was rotating, so he does get out the ultimate onto Aframu. There's the flash! He lives for the flash! And Zed with the follow-up, throwing on that dark mark, and that's the end of Aframu for that one.
Open the shop, I want to see. Okay.
In the first one for
Oh
the
yeah,
red
Zed
team. A little
auto
bit more
them.
action as Zed wants more blood,
Oh
chasing
no,
down Rick
auto.
Fox with the flash away, means the Ash will get the safety. Now Chrissy coming in with that ultimate, gonna run him down. Fantastic cleanup.
They were right there and ready to respond. Zed thought that he was able to complete the kill, but there was a jungler, and then he even a mid laner to come and follow up if necessary.
Again, as
those are
calm
pings
down,
on the
I just
top
want to call
right.
a couple more cool mechanics. You'll notice there when minions get to low health, the health bar turns white. There is also a vertical marker for when you would be capable of last hitting the minion. Again,
Where's the
increasing that
CS counter?
accessibility,
Do
in
they
my
not have
opinion, for
one?
newer players
Am I
and
blind?
understanding
I don't even have it.
when and how they can
I also
get
wonder,
that
do you get
hit
gold
and
even if you don't kill a
maximize
minion?
that
I swear I
gold
saw
to
Aframu get gold earlier.
Maybe you get like passive gold like they did in
Here, I want to see
what's the
exactly
game where you
the
get gold
side of
without
Meteos'
killing the
team ends up
Aram?
focusing, because they're
Oh,
down
yeah,
in
you get
kills, but
Aram
as we saw in the earlier games, it's not the only way to win things out. The rotation here towards mid, sticking on with Zed.
I wonder why Meteos played Sona 3 games in a row.
I think they have to play the same champion, right?
Yeah, I think they're all playing the same champions.
But it's like, yeah, why did he pick Sona?
Oh, right. I do remember they said that like the fans voted.
Oh,
she healed again.
But a little bit of jostling back and forth.
Oh, when you're in the brush, there's an indicator above your head that
Oh, I
says you're in
missed
the brush.
HT, thank you so much
Did I
for
watch
7
Sona
months.
miss ulti, or did I
Yep,
imagine that?
you did. That was correct. He did miss it.
I see. Okay, thought I imagined it for a second.
Peachy, thanks so much for 7 months. Welcome back. Thank you.
Wait, what is Death Knight from?
I don't know.
Welcome back.
Joe Manganiello.
I want to call out that I've looked and seen at points
What?
with Cesaro just completely
Nothing. I hope that's how. I don't even know how you pronounce that name, so I hope you're right.
Whoa!
Whoa!
Dude.
He CC'd himself. Knocked himself.
Mobile is OP. I know. I
Let's go,
know.
Joe.
They all can orb walk.
Come on, Joe! Eat him!
Go!
Oh, Joe didn't level up his ult.
What is that like on my way thing? You guys see on the top of the minimap, it had like a purple arrow going.
Oh.
You think I watched the minimap?
Yeah, you think you look at it?
Oh, you gotta level up your ult.
Right.
You can do it, you can kill him.
Spoken like true AD carry and top lane mains.
Wow, this is a dance down here. I love to see it. The ultimate is leveled up here for the Garen, so if he can get that low, sometimes that'll catch you off guard, and the Tryndamere
Go. Fight.
We're gonna flip to the other perspective.
he used
See
his
how
ult.
Cesaro's dealing with it. The Garen ult comes through. It's gonna shove him back under turret.
Yeah, got
Both
you,
go back
Akmo.
off. Heal comes up.
Oh, he's placing a
And
ward.
Ryzen got us.
Dude, honestly though, like the little graphic details of this game are so well done.
with a snipe on his head.
Like when
you guys see what
again,
Vegas did?
Verizon.
No, I didn't see. I
Just like
really
flashed into them and died.
nice.
Now they're continuing to slow down on that action.
Like,
and the top
look
lane,
at the
this is just gonna go
details
for the
of the
1v1. It
graphics.
seems
That's
like
so
both teams are
good.
just confident in their ability to bar against one another and instead opting to make plays on the rest of the map. In this instance, doing the best they can to push this mid turret.
Yeah, I mean, perhaps we were a little bit wrong in our call on the top lane. Everyone said, all right, you
Wait, the game is not close at all. I just realized.
1v1. We'll see what we
Yeah,
can do as
it's
a
not.
on the other side of the map. Once again,
Oh,
Cesaro
it's skewed
finds
again.
deep in enemy territory, looking to just clear up those minions and proxy the wave.
All locks into minions if you're too near.
Oh, there's only one Krug.
I swear I saw
Wait.
two.
Oh, Observer, no.
Yeah, they made it easier.
Not quite able to get the execution.
One Krug, one singular.
Nate Hill is dunking on people right now. I just want to call that out again. Every time
Just
we
see,
flip
he has a
away,
boots
the
thing
Ziggs
too. Is
skill
that
pops up
Predator?
onto the screen.
Oh, maybe
I
it's
guess
not
it must be.
Predator.
I don't
Predator.
feel like that's Predator.
But why does Janna have it too?
Really not sure.
For the rest of the team and their ability to chase down their opponents.
There's a Twitch connection. Would you take Somi with you? I don't think I could. I don't want her to be like in a place. I would have to leave her at home or like at the hotel, and I don't want to do that.
Oh,
She needs
Tryndamere
attention
1v5. Oh, the
and someone to
ulti.
take care of her.
Oh,
Wait, he survived.
oh my god, that's so no.
Again?
He survived.
Ooh, this look at this Janna and
I
Sona
know.
1v1.
Janna Soda. All his W's all
Oh my
dead.
God.
Yeah,
With all of his speedy capabilities, gets the final hit onto
this
Meteor.
Janna's just broken.
And that's a little bit of bragging rights for you from the support.
In supportal combat, Janna reigns supreme.
Oh, using boots gives a burst of movement speed, not Predator.
Oh, that's so interesting.
Oh, this is a Nate Hill diff for sure.
Yeah.
He has won every game.
Yeah, he actually has. Working it.
Nate now here for that additional protection. It's so cool seeing Cesaro with his teammates actually by him too, and seeing what they can achieve in that way.
Oh, dude, I really want to see these curving ash arrows.
Yeah, I know. I really want to see it too. Man, like, just show us.
Just please.
I just want to see an ash arrow go like woo woo.
Think it will go down before they have a chance to contest, though.
I don't see them able to rotate around.
Wait, okay, did they get 4-second recalls or even faster?
It's going to be a Baron Nashor achieved by the blue side. Buff working in the same way will help with a lot of the pushing. Moments before that, it even looked like
Oh, it's a 3-second recall.
Wow, it's 17 to 1.
Oh god, I didn't even look at the score.
It's 17 to 1, by the way.
Yeah, I think Medias is sad. I saw him flashing like 4 times.
For Rick Fox, a purple buff
Holy.
adorning him. Let's see what they choose to do with this big advantage that they found as we pop down to the lane to see the fight come out.
Oh.
Crescendo across the top set, looking to get out with just a sliver of health.
no.
No kills traded just yet, but the Yi is coming in.
Oh.
Will she find it?
This
There
is
goes
yeah.
the Jinx as he picks it up and
Honestly, Master Yi and Tryndamere are both fed.
Yeah.
Every time this game, Zed and Meteos are attempting to escape.
What do you even do at that
There's only
point?
so much you can do with the Sona abilities in terms of turning back the damage, so they do have to lose the turret.
Wow, is it over already?
Oh.
Holy cow, 12-minute game.
Oh my god.
those inhibitor turrets and on to the Nexus. He's looking to do what he did
Okay,
before.
so the shorter games are probably around that time
Down
then.
isn't quite there, but again, we are right on the
Oh my
precipice
God.
of a victory here for Team Blue.
Lessons learned from
Tryndamere can
games
spin through that wall?
past. You knocked on our door and knocked it down pretty quickly last time. We've put up a deadbolt this time around with our very present.
Ban Trynd or?
Stop them from attempting to
But I love that like mini cam.
I know, I saw
Yeah.
that.
So cool.
Also ends up falling. It's a double kill from Rick Fox. You appreciate the poke that he's able to follow up on the lockdowns with the rest of the team. FaZe Apex even wants to run away, but look, damage after damage.
Fox almost just died to the Nexus.
Yeah.
The Nexus turret, and it is firing back, but there are enemies here galore.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Oh yeah, let's go Nate.
Wow.
Ziggs
Nate's
won
just
3
3-0.
games in a row.
Yeah.
But also a second team victory for the blue side.
Nate Hill, 3-0 individual score.
Who would have thought that he was just such a Smurf Wild Rift gamer? Damn.
Nexus, incredible play out of the Ziggs in the mid lane.
You guys think there would be pro scene for Wild Rift?
Well, they do have a lot of mobile game pro scenes in Asia.
Right.
I could only imagine they probably have one for
Here
NA
is
too.
your winning team, and ultimately the winner of our best of 3. It will be the blue team, and it was, I feel like, more so than the first 2 games, Dash, a team effort here.
Oh, smurfing on Trendamere too.
Agree with that statement. It was a team effort across the board. You saw Chrissy having an early effect with some of those ganks. You saw a very tight top lane matchup that eventually opened up in the late game. Cesaro really forcing his opponents, to make hard decisions. Where do we go? Where do we look to staunch the bleeding? And ultimately just rip them apart. Let the rest of the team do the work to cross through that last turret and ultimately the Nexus.
Gotta say, I'm quite impressed by the
Here in game
holy
3,
shit.
and
That
I want to hear from the players and
it's
their
so well made.
experiences. How did this go down?
Like it looks exactly like League with like a couple changes and everything, but like everything looks so fluid.
Yeah, we got to come back to you, Afro. We heard it at the top of the day. You were saying aggression is key, and it feels like game over game.
I'm going pro in this game. Sponsored by 5G. Sponsored by Verizon.
Honestly, we just went for it, man. Like, everybody was popping off left and right. I just kept seeing kill after kill on my feed. It was just so fun.
Dude, the champ select looks so good.
I'm told not yet.
I just want to get your take now. 3 games in
And like the way the way champ select looks and how they had different
like before, it's very intuitive. And
flash art
you don't
as
really have
well.
to think too much about
Very intuitive.
Very impressed, not gonna
Intuitive
lie.
was good word choice right there.
is right at your thumb instead of setting up, a specific keybind. And it's just
Only play mobile Legends because I don't have a PC. Sad.
And I feel like roaming is a lot more beneficial.
Yeah, linking up with your team and making those fights happen. Congratulations once again, Aframu, on the victory here in match 3. Gonna let you go celebrate with your team. Tigress, who we got?
We got Meteos, the captain and support on the opposite side. No stranger to bringing the level of enjoyment that we watched today. Meteos, I was so happy to see you flash forward for some ults in that last game. What has this been like for you, considering that there was so much switching between the other lanes as well, but your bot lane did remain consistent?
Oh, I definitely had a lot of fun with the event. I think Wild Rift's super fun. And as far as the team switches, I think, their team ended up with a lot more experienced MOBA players. I think it was a bit of an experience gap, but it was still a lot of fun.
Experience gap.
Experience gap.
So now that you have played Wild Rift pretty extensively, obviously you have the League of Legends background. To somebody that has been playing League on PC and is looking for reason to pick this up, what would you say to them in terms of what the experience was like, the faster pace of games, and maybe just those top fun moments?
Well, I would say that it has a lot of the elements that make League fun in the game. Obviously, not as much complexity to the game, so it's a little bit more streamlined. But I think if you're just looking for a fast game, you don't want to sit through really long queues, and there's not as much typing in Wild Rift.
True, no typing.
Maybe you'll get
Honestly, the lack of typing is probably nice.
Yeah, makes the game so much more playable.
Who would you think is going to be the MVP that walks away with their face on the turret to be put in the Riot studio?
Ooh, that's a tough one. I think Nathel and Cesaro both played really well. They made it look like they've been playing
Oh
this game
my
for a long
god,
time.
I
So
wish.
I'd have to say one of them.
Well,
I
thanks for your insight,
fucking
Meteos,
wish.
as always.
That is our team captains, who had a wonderful day leading their teams into battle, but there can only be one victor at the end, and it was Aframu there on the end of that one for Team Blue. And man, let's recap Game 3 a bit, as it was a wild whirlwind of action. I think we might be able to take a look at some of the highlights, some of the top plays. There was a little bit of everyone here from Blue Team.
Yeah, I think the coolest thing about this game was we saw so much action across
Oh.
the map from all aspects of play and the genuine reactions.
That looked like a commercial shot.
Yeah,
of
it
him
really
like,
did,
right?
Exactly that.
It's like him laughing at his phone screen as he's playing the game.
Dude, Afro has moves on Jetta on mobile, by the way.
I know.
The floor with them. This this is going to be a very blue team centric focus in the highlight reel.
I'm actually moving like he's not even playing mobile.
Being the final moments, you can see once again Tryndamere
Holy shit.
the team apart by putting pressure on the
Oh,
this orb
oh, this is it.
double kill right here at the end. Love to see it.
Yeah, that
God,
cohesion,
like,
that
oh
cohesion
yeah.
we're talking about, how Cesaro
Damn.
was able to absorb some of that pressure, building that
Oh,
time for your
Rick
team
Fox,
to
that's the other
rotate,
turret.
make difference,
Yeah.
doing that initial damage so Rick Fox can come in.
Dude, so is this like game? Do you go 6 items? Or do you not even have time to like
I thought
go?
the game goes long enough for 6 items.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like what's the full item?
Over there, you love to see
What's
it.
full
For
item?
me,
6,
that was the
5,
biggest
4? I
takeaway.
don't even know.
When I hear yells and screams and hype moments and people smiling,
Is it
that's
6?
what tells me this is a success.
I mean,
It's still
we saw
6?
them
6
yesterday
items still?
stick
Yeah.
around longer
No
than they
idea.
needed to, so they're like, can we please keep playing the game? And then
Oh,
after
it's
the
5
game was over,
items
this was
and
the big deal to me.
boots.
They all huddled up and started talking
Ah.
about how the games went. These people have so much fun playing this game.
Yeah, and I think that everyone's going to
Enchantment
continue
upgrades.
to talk about it after this as well. Can't wait to get our hands on it. And just seeing everybody set up in this, I can't bring enough attention to just how cool it is to be
Oh, people are telling me you
on
can't get
the
6
rift
items
here,
because you get more
the
gold.
X's just marked all the way along. The fans being involved as well with the switches, that made for an interesting experience.
I appreciate that we get to be the fountain, the most OP
You know.
part of the rift, right?
Y'all
You
are
step foot on here, you're gonna
but-
get lasered nice and fast.
Sure, yeah, but we didn't even get to play, so you know it's
We'll
fine.
play
I'm
later.
not bitter. Anyways, let's get into talking about who is gonna win our award today. The
Ooh,
fan favorite is the first one we're
MVP.
to talk about, and believe it or not,
MVP who,
it's gonna
guys?
be going to our WWE wrestler, Mr. Cesaro is the fan favorite voted on by Twitch chat,
Oh.
and it is very appropriate.
I thought it was gonna be him or Nate Hill.
Not just how things went for him in the top lane, but his reactions, his genuine fun. It's been such a
Honestly,
pleasure.
he looked like he was having so much fun slamming
Yeah.
the auto attack button on Tryndamere. So
Yeah.
I'm all for it. I'm all
Hey,
for
top
it.
lane is my focus. Cesaro took that as a challenge, man, and he delivered in games 2 and 3.
I meant it as a compliment too. It's like this. That was the lane where things
You
were
take
happening.
it up with him after this.
I'm not taking up anything with Mr. Cesaro.
Tryndamere is
If he
such a
says it's
suitable
right, then
champion for him,
right,
it
and I'm
seems
very
to.
wrong. But man, so I want to now take the time. Let's find out who our MVP is, and we're going to do that by interviewing our coaches. Our coaches got the opportunity to pick the MVP.
Ooh, they
a little
picked
bit
it.
about the process that they went
Oh, he
through
wasn't the
to get to
MVP, he
that.
was the fan favorite.
Oh, so now they pick MVP.
You know, there's players of all skill levels playing different champions. Some come into the games for the first time, and everyone's just trying to have fun and do their best. And, you know, I think MVP definitely has to go to the player who consistently performed the best over all 3 games and just, you know, put out some dominating performances. And, you know, luckily enough, we had a few people that, you know, popped off at basically every single game, but there
It's
can only
gotta be
one
Nate,
MVP,
right?
So.
Yeah, Dardock, tell me about a few of the people you were considering, and then let me know who won that MVP.
Well, obviously, I was looking at Cesaro a lot, like everybody else was. Nate Hill was another big one, and my personal sleeper was Chrissy. I think she did a lot in the jungle in all 3 games.
True.
But only one person, like Voice said, can take it, and today that is Nate Hill.
Nate Hill will be our MVP. Thank you guys.
Yeah.
Makes sense. He did win 3.
Yeah, he was
The
3.
only guy to win 3. Oh man, that means there's one guy to lose 3 games as well.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
I mean, when does he go pro in Wild Rift, right? I mean, people.
That's what I said.
We starting up a team? What's happening?
I definitely want to hear it.
They're taking your lines, man.
Man.
Nate, this has been an incredible day of incredible action. Talk to me through your experience. What was today like for you?
This has been super fun. Once I got that double kill on the first game by the Nexus, it's just been insane since then. But I love the set. I love playing with all these guys, switching teams, meeting all these new people, but it's been a ton of fun.
Yeah.
What was it? You had to play on a different team, switch it up. You said at first you were like, I'm not quite jazzed.
Do you guys think
about
they get to keep the
maybe.
phones afterwards?
How was the blue team?
I mean,
iPhone 12.
they should, right?
Maybe, yeah.
Because we won the first game, right?
Maybe
so I'm like, I don't
not.
want to switch anything. We're doing great. And the second game went really smoothly, surprisingly. And then when we got Chrissy, I knew we were gonna do really well in the third.
You guys were pretty stacked there towards the end. Now your face is going to be 3D printed onto a Wild Rift turret that's 10 feet tall.
3D printed onto a Wild Rift turret.
Life experience to help me frame what that's like. And what's going through your mind right now?
On that?
Oh,
He's
what
gonna
the
get
heck?
his face 3D printed on that.
That sounds. That's so funny.
Well, hey, and for anyone who's thinking about getting into this game, what would you tell them?
I would say definitely do it. Listen, I'm not a big League player. I've played other ones that I shall not mention, but after playing this game, I've had a ton of fun.
Nice,
and,
nice.
I'm definitely gonna get it when it comes out.
Awesome.
Good
Nate Hill,
save,
our
yeah.
MVP of the day. Thanks so much for playing today, man.
Thank you. Phase up.
Well, my goodness, guys, it's been a
Phase
day.
up.
This has been some incredible action. I feel like we've gotten to demonstrate the power of the iPhone 12. We've gotten to demonstrate the power of Verizon 5G and also
5G ultra wideband.
I mean, I think that first point though can be undersold here, or oversold rather, I guess.
Did you know 5G ultra wideband enables console quality gaming on mobile devices without the need for Wi-Fi?
Without the need for Wi-Fi?
Yeah, combining the Verizon 5G ultra wideband network with the advanced capabilities of the iPhone 12 and the iPhone 12 Pro introduces the future of mobile gaming.
And see Nate Hill's face.
The future.
We're gonna get to wave hello
Hog.
to 10-foot tall Nate Hill.
Hog.
I did not know that this was going to become a permanent fixture in my life. I have very much enjoyed meeting Nate Hill, and I guess now we'll never be robbed of his presence every time we go in for the LCS.
I might pick up Ziggs.
Yeah.
I might pick up Ziggs after that performance.
You know,
for real.
He made it. He absolutely made it look good. Let's take a look back at some of the exciting moments that happened over the course of the day. This all underscored by the new track from Chrissy Costanza's band Against the Current. Their song "That Won't Save Us" drops October 28th.
Are we gonna get DMCA'd for this?
Oh,
No way, right?
Not. Music, no.
I'll just have it muted just to be safe.
Oh my god.
Error's getting more DMCA scares.
True.
Damn. Oh, that Q snipe.
Wait, he's so good at reacting for the camera shot.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, he was made for the camera.
Actually, though.
Actually, it's kind of cute watching everyone just like genuinely react to everything.
Spam that attack button.
Yeah, spamming that attack button.
Oh, and minions get in range, so he switches to the turret button. That's some map awareness.
Oh, this is where the camera lags.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh.
That's so no. Look at the
Didn't see
Ash
anything.
go.
I want to see the curved ash arrows.
No.
Oh yeah, we never got to see an ash arrow.
Yeah, we never saw the Ash arrow curve.
Let me know when the music stops. I just want to avoid DMCA. Is it over?
It's been a wild day
It
of action
stopped
here,
just
but
now.
All
Yep.
things must come to an end at some point, and I just want to give a big thank you to the coaches and the players and all the people behind the scenes.
Day green.
Woo, big thank you.
True, it is.
That's us, right?
Do you see that?
Is that us?
iPhone 12 Pro, and thank you to Apple,
Oh.
Twitch, Verizon, and Riot Games for making this possible.
Yeah, we hope to see you all out there in the Wild Rift playing with us on Verizon's 5G ultra wideband.
Ultra wide band.
Band!
Band.
Absolutely did there. We've seen our players take on the Wild Rift tonight, and that all happened on 5G. You too can battle at home on Verizon's ultra wideband 5G network.
Correct.
Fast latency and speed.
You
It's been
too
pretty
could battle at
incredible
home
stuff.
on
5G gaming just for
5G
real.
ultra
Thank you all for being
wideband.
here. We'll see you next time.
Damn right.
They have drone footage.
Yeah. This is so cool.
Giant
I feel like
5G.
they're inside of a studio or something.
It's an insane setup, like to have done so quickly. You see that? Imagine being the guy who's like, it's like you have 1 week, just make like a giant 5,
Yeah.
giant G. That's your entire that's your entire contribution. You have an entire week to do it.
Oh, it is
Oh my
outside.
god, it is outside,
They just,
yeah.
like, took the time to decorate,
That's what-
like...
Wow.
Ooh. Wait, I like these close-ups.
Wait, these promo ads are so cool. Oh, this is the video I tweeted.
The
The influencers decide the matchups.
Versus.
Dun, 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 dun. Epic music.
Built for the fastest smartphone processor
Processor
iPhone
ever.
12 Pro. 5G. Ultra wideband.
Dun, dun, dun.
Interesting that they chose Yasuo and Jinx as their like,
I know. I was thinking about that too. Like, what made them choose those? Hey.
Do you guys have that thing?
A thing?
I don't know how to say it without revealing what it is in case you guys don't have it. I don't want to make you feel bad if you don't have it.
It's okay.
Okay. You got the free yacht, right?
Oh no.
No.
Wasn't
If
part
only
of the
you got
yacht
the free
club.
yacht.
I mean, you guys can visit.
Thanks.
Wait, okay. The actual thing, I will DM you guys really quick.
Okay. Tune in tomorrow, October 23rd at 9 a.m. for the COD Warzone Season 6 showdown. Is that for Twitch Rivals? Oh, I don't think so. Wait, what?
Oh. Hopefully you have it. I'm gonna go do my thing now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh man, I have to look.
Pretty sure.
No, I don't think so. I'll show you guys what I got.
This is a game changer.
Twitch
The new
Rivals, thank you
iPhone
A
12
game
with
changer.
5G meets Verizon 5G ultra wideband. Remember when the song in the summer took the whole
Ultra
summer to
wideband.
download? These G's don't blink. Remember when the only way multiplayer gaming worked was with Wi-Fi? Boom! Legendary fast with Verizon 5G. Remember when I tell you to clean your room? Nope. 5G just got real. Pow! 5G ultra wideband. Now in more and more cities.
Oh. Now in more and more cities. Think the volume is good? Alright, well, thank you guys for coming to the stream. Sponsored by Verizon. Once again. Also. Yeah, that was pretty much. But thank you guys so much for coming, and also Verizon for sponsoring the stream, and 50 subs as well to everyone.
I did get it.
Oh, you do have
Yeah.
it? Sick.
Yeah.
Yeah. To give. Wait, but do I do it myself?
Yeah. Yeah.
What does it mean by type it? What does that mean? Oh, okay. Okay, cool. Okay, give me a second.
Yep.
Okay,
But
how do you
the glasses were
give
for real.
subs
Yeah, I
your
know.
own chat?
You have to open your own channel.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah.
And make sure to say it's from
No.
Verizon.
Yeah.
Oh.
Thanks for
Verizon.
the gifted. No, thank you, Verizon, for the gifted subs.
Okay, guys, give me a second.
They gave me 50 subs to give out to
I
Big pogs all around. Slim, thank you so much for 14 months. Welcome back. Thank you, Slim. Hi, Aquatic. I'm good. How are you? No, all good, Miley.
Is that everything?
Yeah, I think that's
yeah, I think that's everything.
Okay, so we good?
Yep.
regular
Yep.
Okay,
Are you guys gonna
okay.
keep streaming, or are you guys gonna off?
I might stream a little more.
Thinking about it.
Yeah. Okay, well, I'll see you guys next time.
Sounds
Yeah, it was fun to watch.
good.
Watch with you guys.
Yeah.
YouTube is a place to be. Hi, YouTube. And yeah. But I'm probably gonna go off now. Grind League. Actually. I stream League and then go off for League. Yep. But I am as a disclaimer, in case you guys just got here or haven't been here when I was talking about this, basically I am taking about like a week or two to grind League to try to get masters. It's like 2-week, I don't know if you want to say vacation because I'm technically working off stream, but it's my 2 weeks of the year that I take because it's end of season. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I might still be live to stream here and there, depending on how good the grind is going, but I'm really trying to hit masters before season ends. So yeah, I really appreciate you guys understanding all the time that this is important to me and everything. But yeah, so thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Probably raid Celine, and then yeah, so thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate it a lot, and thank you again, Verizon, for sponsoring the stream and for gifting 50 subs. I will see you plebs. No, thank you guys for being here despite everything. Okay, goodbye. Goodbye.